But you can probably get something ishly similar later on. So getting that as a first rounder at 22, yeah, it's all right. Okay. I know Yuri is super against it these days. Christopher Robin. I wasn't a fan of Christopher Robin looking at them, and somebody offered them to me in a trade, and I just didn't think it was worth it. Um, Frankly, they just aren't like they aren't good enough off the mound to really warrant picking. I think, at least this high, or trading for. Um, so pretty much what you did is you made a team full of players that I think are decent, but they're all on one team, which means defensively, this team is solid. Actually, defensively, this team's really good. I take that back. Defensively, this team's really good. Offensively, you have a bunch of players that are bad on offense and feel worse than what they should feel. The Tina Vic Souffle always feel bad. I don't know why. On paper, like, okay, hold on, that's not them. This is them, right? On paper, 2243 is bad. 70 speed, not fast enough. MCR and have them draft for robust defense the rest of the way. That makes sense. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I saw a picture saying that he was starting Christopher Robin on the mound. That makes sense. Also, I actually like that plan of action. The last fast power on the board. Sure. Yeah. I get that. There's a reason why Christopher Robin's the last fast power on the mound or on the board, but yeah, I think if I went back and looked at the trade, I'd probably say that was an okay trade. I don't feel like doing that right now, but I think this team is going to go defensively however Christopher Robin goes. If the opponent's able just to follow him around and pick on him, he might have issues. Also, who comes in next? One of the Webbers, right? We probably have a Weber Hoskins. Okay. If Hoskins is your starting pitcher, that means Chris Robin's never going on the mound. I don't think. He might. Jambi coming in second's actually really interesting. So would it be boom boom and then Robin's over Herrera, I guess? But the issue is Robin doesn't have an arm. So if you put Robin in the outfielder, Sheets must think rosters have over 9 players. Probably true. Weber starting pitcher, Hoskins third base. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I think that'd be okay. The issue is like Hoskins isn't amazing third baseman. I'd probably put Hoskins shortstop over third base and then Herrera third base. Or yeah, probably Herrera third base. I guess if you wanted to catch anything, you could do somebody else. This team has a lot of really good arms. Again, defensively, this team's really good. The issue is where the fuck do you put Chris Robin? I guess second base? Probably. I don't know. I don't know where people are hiding people these days. Second base, probably, I'd assume. Because Giambi's going to be on first, I'm guessing. That's an interesting conundrum. This is, on paper, this is the team that's going to hold everybody under 10 runs. Yeah. Right field also could be. I'm different about right field than everybody else, though. I value having a big arm at right field that can get like 2 to 3 outs a game with those little like bloopers that go to right, and then you gun them out at first before they can get to first. I like those outs. I know a lot of people don't really give a shit about those outs. I would agree with that, PZ. I think it just kind of depends on if you want the outfield arm at right or if you want the full play arm at second base. The other thing is, frankly, with people not picking Sandy anymore, I think you could hide a bad arm at center field. Because like what center field is bad outside of like what Ekman and I guess Cement Gardens, but Cement Gardens is just gonna bounce into the infield anyways. I don't know. Depends on what fields are in your Like if all you have are cement gardens and playground commons in your division, you can probably get away with right field pretty easily. Yeah, overall, offensively, I think this team's gonna be like not a disaster, but I think this team's gonna be mildly hard to use. I wish I knew what field you were on. Hang on, I'm gonna do something really quick on my second. Perfect. Actually, this will work. Oh, this annoys me to no end. Either do it alphabetically everywhere or do it by draft pick everywhere. Anyway, Giants are playground commons. Yeah, playground commons. You could probably just throw them at right. All good. I will probably just write a note to HDII after it. Okay. Let's go defensively. This team is honestly, compared to what other teams are going to be, this team's probably a 9 defensively. Offensively, it's like a 6, maybe a 5.5. Just because you don't have a real power bat, and not having a real power bat in this league really sucks. Because what'll happen is you'll have a time where you have 2 people on base, and they're both slow, and you just wish that they weren't slow. For instance, if you have Giambi and Hoskins, you don't have anybody that hits Giambi and Hoskins in realistically. The only good thing is your playground, and technically everybody can hit home runs over left and playground, so that's kind of nice. But playoff fields, they'll be a little more different. Andrew's not in the call. Also, don't know who this is. Who are you? Nobody knows. You're just kind of here. Anyways, Andrew went Susan Gore, who's Ken Griffey Jr. at 24. Pink Maria Luna, who I really desperately wanted to trade up and draft because I did not understand why she fell to 34. Mikey Thomas, Sean Green, Jillian Payne, there's Jeremy Burnett, Cindy, Nancy, Raquel, and Dominique Lowe. AP didn't have a late pick. That's cool. Defensively, this seems kind of cool. I think he might have issues as far as yeah, depending on who he starts on the mound. He'll always have Maria coming in first. If he doesn't start Maria, which I wouldn't, just because you do have Maria, it means you can dictate your defense pretty easily. And there's a really cool thing he could do where he could actually start Cindy Chang on the mound and then have her go wherever Maria was. I doubt he will, but that would be kind of funny. She has one good pitch and a pitch that's 0, which is always good. It's probably a bad idea, but still an idea. What he did do was go for high intelligence pitchers, which is cool. That's super neat. I don't think anybody else really did that except for Maria, but who cares? The other thing is everybody on this team bats lefty, which is kind of cool. He has one switch hitter, which is definitely breaking the narrative a bit. Offensively, he has a 100 power bat, he has a 1 power bat, and he has a bunch that are in the 80s with a 90. Pretty typical, I think, for RBBL drafts. I think having one above 95 is pretty standard, and then you try to get another 1 or 2 that are like low to mid 90s. So having 190 makes a lot of sense. He has 0 kids. He has 1 kid. Sorry, he has 1 kid that's under 50 running at 31, and Mikey. I think this is the first season in a while that Mikey was drafted and immediately not put on the waivers list, or like put on the trade block, I should say. Because most people, they play with Mikey and then they realize he just kind of fucking sucks. Shouldn't say he sucks. He's just difficult to use. People aren't used to lefty power bats in this league. So I think AP, if I had to guess, I think AP is going to have a really hard time in the first week or two, just getting used to like hitting left-handed, because it is different in this game. And then I think he'll be fine. But I would imagine there will be a couple of lower scores in the first 2 weeks. What this team doesn't have is speed. He has 0 speed on this team. which is interesting to say the least. If you convince him to send ESP, that's really funny though. That was the first thing I thought of. 'Cause I think it does look kind of good here, not gonna lie. And it like fixes your defense in ways that um otherwise I think his defense would get kind of fucked if he started with either like Nancy or Dominique because they don't really play the same positions that Maria Luna wants to play. You don't want either of them in the outfield really, unless they're in right field and you're just hiding them. Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree on that. Um, Offensively, this team should be fun. Like I said, I think it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. I'd probably call it like a 7.5, maybe 8. It'll be if it's less than that, it's just because of the bats. Yeah, I think he'll probably have like a week or two where he puts up 15, but I think otherwise we'll see a normal score of maybe like 12 runs out of this team, if I had to guess. Defensively, this team is actually really good. Um, it's kind of cool to see how everybody's drafting defense and then drafting just enough offense with that defense. I feel like that might have been the meta this year with all the fucking speed. Everybody wanted more height and everybody wanted arms. And that's kind of what he was able to pull off here. The only non-arm really is Nancy Chin, but Nancy Chin he's using for other reasons. Um, and in my opinion, I think Nancy Chin and Omar Stefano are probably two of like the nicest user pitchers you can get. So big fan. I know Vis is a huge fan of him too. Um, yep. Just gonna double that. Alex, we went over. B-ball. B-ball, how's a trade going on? I haven't talked about it at all. It hasn't been brought to our attention at all, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. I haven't even thought about it, to be honest with you. So, um, Phillips round 1, Cal Ripken Jr. round 2 at 36. I feel like Cal goes, yeah. The ADP is 39, but even last season, I thought Cal went like 45 ish or so. I feel like he dropped, and this year he went 36 for some reason. I'm not a huge fan of it, um, particularly because B-ball didn't take advantage of it at all. So if any of these staminas were over 90 but not yet 100, it'd be a big deal. We pick two other kids that have 100 stamina, and to my knowledge, Cal Ripken Junior Boost doesn't do anything for 100 stamina kids. Um, yeah, that's about right. I think 5. It used to be worth like 20 picks, and I think nowadays somewhere between 5 and 10 is probably correct. Um, he then overpicked Earl Abbott by 12 picks. I should say overpicked. It's not really an overpick when everybody and their mother is drafting speed. Um, I think 70 is probably about where he'll go in the future. I have a feeling these two are going to end up being like mid 60s picks, which is fucking ridiculous. Um, it's a decent boost, but it's not noticeable. So the noticeable boosts are 90 and above. With the stamina nerf, you don't really care too much. Like they're between 85 and 95 with the stamina buff that they did. Like nobody's gonna give a shit. The ones that are like 36 to 46 are a bigger deal, but he's never pitching, so it doesn't really matter. Like the only one I can think of that I would care about with this, with the nerf how it or the it's a nerf and a buff depending on how you look at it. I'm just gonna call it the stamina buff because we buffed stamina. Is if you had like Scotty Roth catcher, I think that's probably worth because the stamina is like fucking 7, which in the past didn't really matter unless you made him throw like 4 times in an inning, and then it would start to actually matter. Um, with the buff where it is, it's probably like 6 throws or something like that, which like nobody's conceivably gonna do. But like Chip, if you put Cal on this Alex team, that makes sense. He has a 7 and he's a 10, but on this team, on B-ball's team, I don't know. I think it was a waste of a pick. I think it was a waste of an early pick. He could have picked a lot of other kids with the 36 pick and had a much better team. I'm not a fan of Wally Evans. Even 13 picks past ADP, the bat doesn't play nearly as much as you think it's going to, and the arm is worse than you think it's going to be. The 80 speed is just barely good enough to like hit that tier. So he's like fast or whatever, but you're throwing him in the outfield and he's gonna not make like two plays a game that you're sure he should be able to make, and he's gonna be frustrating. And then offensively, he's gonna be fucking frustrating as possible. So I yeah. Anyway, one of those guys that like plays down to what he should be. Um Carlos Beltran, I like 123 Carlos Beltran actually was really good. There's another one that I was kind of surprised fell, but nobody wanted an average kid in this draft. Um, Lena, I'm pretty sure he just traded away or is trying to trade away along with Beltran. I don't know what that. We'll see what happens. Um, so what he's gonna do? Why does he have two Kennys? Why does he have two Kennys, guys? Why does he only have one arm too? That's the other thing. Hold on, does he really only have, he just has one arm? Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Super cool. I think this defense is gonna be like not terrible, but not amazing. It depends on if they can catch in the outfield or not. And I don't get the two Kenny action at all. I don't think this is good. Like, why? Offensively and defensively, why? I'm gonna say offensively, this team is a 4. Offensively, this team is a 4. Defensively, this team is a 6. I want to see where he puts everybody, but on paper, this team defensively is a 6. Not a fan. I think he wasted this pick. I think he wasted the second pick. I don't like the Wally Evans pick, although I get it, I guess. I'm not a fan. He has too many kids that don't do anything is the issue. Like, I don't get these two picks. I don't get these, like, 3, really. Like, they help you. They're average, but they're not great. You can't have 5 of them on one team. Very, very blah about this team. Like, oh, nobody agrees with me. That's totally fine. Wait till the final standings, and you can either rub it in my face or you can buy me a Coca-Cola or some shit. Bobby's team. So Bobby and I were talking because I was trying to trade up for his pick. 24, I think, is where he picked. 23, one of those. I was like, hey, can I trade up for your pick? And he said no. So I said, okay. We talked, and I found out he was going for Ahmed. And I told him I was going for Ahmed. And I had a trade in place for 20, which I didn't tell him about. Next thing I know, he's fucking trading up to 15 to get Ahmed. Which is again is one of those things that I think if you read any of Viz's really long posts, I think Viz just thinks he's going to be around that from now on, or like early teens, right around 10. I don't agree with that high, but I do think right around 15, like 12 to 15 is about right. Just for getting a mirror at 134. And frankly, you could even wait longer than that, probably in most drafts. You could probably wait till this 167 pick. Um, anyway, rest of his draft. He went power heavy. I like this. So he went Ahmed, he went Aegon, Jose Canseco, Parker Column. Interesting pick. Wing, Amir, Arlene, Murray Goldman, and then Chris Milton. So everybody on this team does something, which I like. Chris Milton maybe doesn't do anything, but everybody else on this team does something. That's kind of what you want out of a draft. I think Bobby learned a lot, and he had a really good draft this year. Offensively, this team is probably like a 8.5. He just has to worry about these two, but like Murray Goldman will randomly get on base for a hit just because the ball rolls all the way to the fence in the outfield. And Chris Milton, you have power ups for. or his 34-62 bat with 52 speed will also just randomly get on base from time to time. But yeah, power ups help this team a lot. I like this team. I think he's going to score quite a few runs. I don't know off the top of my head where he plays. Oh, he did have the 24th pick. Okay. And he's playing at Parks. How did he get? Oh. Because he had first pick of field. Okay. Yeah, this team at Parks. This team at Parks fucks. It's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. The Aegon pick was a bit interesting. In the context of the rest of his draft, I get the Aegon pick. Without that context, yeah, it's a little interesting. But I think at Parks, it's not a bad pick. Like Aegon at Parks can hit over the fence, and then you just want him for like grounders for the most part. So grounders, play shortstop. Um, and I think early on he kind of knew he was going to need some form of interior defense because defensively, this team isn't great. This team is actually very bad defensively, I would say. He has Arlene for an outfield spot. He has Aegon for shortstop. I don't want to know where he's putting everybody else. Yeah, he has Murray for catcher. So outfield spot. Amir goes somewhere. I don't know where Amir goes in this. Ahmed 1B. Parker 2B probably. Amir's starting pitcher. Okay, hold on. If Amir's starting pitcher, Amir to Wing Quan. Where do you play Wing Quan then? Right field? And then you just let Amir go out to right field afterwards? I mean, I guess. I'm gonna say defensively, this team is like a 5. At least he has a catcher, and he has some form of defense. But Amir going to right field, I guess won't really matter because any ball hit to the right field is probably over the fence, right? Actually, no. Actually, hold on. If he runs into Andrew's gonna put up like 30 runs on this team. I don't even know if they're in the same division. They're not. That's too bad. Okay, that was the one team that could actually take advantage of it. So too bad. So sad. I think they just have to outscore people, and I think they probably will. This is like probably nah, it's not the first team, but it's I think this team is a lock for at least being in contention of playoffs. I can't say about this team. I could probably say it about this team just because I think he has just enough offense, maybe. I don't know about this team, man. It's good defensively. It's Angie. It'll probably be fine. I don't know. Crazy Eights. Hey, Crazy Eights, the guy who always makes the same trade and then picks the same players and then makes the playoffs probably. This year he is at somewhere. I don't even know what his team name is this year. What the fuck? Frequent blimps. Oh, I should have known. Where did he go? Let's see his. Oh, it's up there. Playground Commons. Playground Commons. What? For this team? All right. Which for my team because I have no possibility of boosts. I've already ditched that idea, but I could. I guess I could make a comeback of it. Not that one. Sorry, I have to search by copy, which I have like 5 copies of different shits on here. TeamViewer 01. Does it work for this? Oh, it does work for some of them. Okay, hold on. Cool. We'll switch over. And then I'm sure this is going to break at the next one. Well, the other thing, too, is it's not in alphabetical order. Whoever decided this wasn't going to be in alphabetical order, I don't know what to do, man. Okay, this definitely isn't going to be the defense. He might try Chico 1B again. No, he's not going to. He's going to put Sophie 1B. What? Sophie 1? He had Rosanna. Fucking hell, dude. Who let him have Rosanna Phelps? Motherfucker. He did not need any help. Rosanna Phelps is like arguably the best late round pick out there because she's fast and she has an arm and you just like use the fucking shit. Ugh, the worst. Maple SP Vanderhoek C. He did like doing that. This is just his one draft all over again, where he had fucking what's her face at C. And it failed because she sucks. But this time he has Ryan Vanderhoek, who actually has a bat, right? I think he's 70. Oh, am I forgetting? Am I forgetting my people? I am forgetting my people. Yeah, it's a 33 power bat. Was I thinking of that as like a 70 power bat that also starts on the mound and is fucking slow as shit? Anyway, Jose, must be Jose. This team, man, you guys can look at that. I'm gonna use this because it's easier for me. So he has bats. There's a lot of bats. I hate how many bats everybody lets him have every fucking year. Because Rosanna Phelps, um, Rosanna and Judy actually. Judy is underrated for this style of team, I think, and Ryan Vanderhoek, who's not doing anything. I think this team's success is going to be completely on the lineup of which that he chooses to make. Because he could set his lineup in a certain way. I'm not giving him any fucking options. Uh, where he always scores like 15 runs a game, no matter what. Like you can just book him for 15 runs a game. You could also set this lineup in a way where he's not a lock for 15 runs, but he could score somewhere between like 10 and 25, depending on who's all getting on base. So the question he has to ask himself is, do I want 15 for sure runs, or do I need to not play it safe? And I'm not sure what he's going to choose. I also don't really know why he went Maple Leafs on this team, other than the fact that he needed some kind of defense, but I'm not so sure. Maple Leafs Ryan Vanderhoek combo wombo is good. That's fine. They have just enough speed to make shit work. But where does it leave everybody else? Judy's 2B probably? Sophie 1B, Chico outfield, Jay outfield. Okay. At Parks. That makes sense. Insane overdrafts of Maple in 03. Man. I believe in her too when she had power ups. If Maple had power ups, she was worth pick like 80, I think, in my opinion. But not without power ups. 144 is maybe right. I don't know. I have to remember who was all there at that point in time. Like, who would you rather have? Would you rather have Maple or would you rather have like Arlene Perez? There's 67-45 bat. I don't know. Obviously, probably Maple Leaves, but like it's closer than you think. Um, Man, I don't know, dude. This team's going to the playoffs. That's all that matters, really, in the end of things. Other than that, like, it's a fucking crazy team, and he does the same shit every year, and people just let him do it. Cello is not playing at Parks, I don't think. He's at Cheese Wheels. Tin Can Alley. There we go. Hi, Tin Can. So he has Zenon, Jane Davis, Faye Dawson, Louis, Ruth Prout, Ingrid Dahlman, Ricky Johnson, Gail Weinman, Jerry Mahoney at TCA. So Luann Louis at TCA is fucking goated. I like that pick. Ruth Prout also at TCA. Not a bad pick. Ingrid's interesting. I don't know where you put her on this team. Shortstop, probably, but then where do you put Zenon? Ricky's probably playing 1B because that's what everybody does these days. Gail Weinman, 68 speed. A huge fan of that pick. And then Jerry Mahoney. Why did you pick Jerry Mahoney? 86 power. It's the anti TCA pick. I don't get it. I get that it was probably his last pick, but like, yeah, 182. Oh, that's cool. You have a ninth. I don't see the vision of this pick. I don't know if anybody knows inside the mind. Yeah, offensively, this seems really good, especially at TCA. I think TCA, this offense is like 8.5, probably, maybe a little bit higher. I might be low on them. Um, Everybody does kind of what you want them to do at TCA. Ingrid can kind of do things, I guess. Not sure about that pick actually. At TCA specifically, it'll be good away, depending on where he puts her. Ricky Johnson's always good. Gail Weinman, she does things, I'm sure. I don't really know why she's here, but that's okay. I wonder, can he do anything cool here with starting pitchers? Did he just get Jerry Mahoney because he wanted a starter that wasn't Luann Louis? I don't know. What's the point of this? What's the point of this pick? Let me think. Can he do anything with Luann defensively? That would be cool. I don't think so. Maybe something with Ruth? I don't know. Technically, she and Ruth can kind of play the same position if he puts them like, does a center field pitcher swap? And then flip with Jerry at second? That'd be my guess, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Who knows? Who knows what Cello does except for Viz? Viz isn't even paying attention. Can't even talk to Viz right now. Offensively, I'm with PZ. This offense is really cool. I do like it. Defensively, it might be just enough. It's either just enough or it's just not enough. So we'll put it right about 6.5, I think. So I think at TCA it's okay, but I also think at TCA you really want like a rock solid shortstop. And I don't think this team has a rock star shortstop. Or even a star shortstop. Ingrid shortstop? Might be the play. Is it good enough at TCA? I don't know. I'll find out. Make it a 6.5 defense. Yeah. It's decent shortstop for sure. I think you want somebody just a little bit faster at TCA, but I also have been proven wrong before, and this might prove me wrong here. Chris, did I draft anybody that's not viewable? I did. Oh, back to this tab. All right. So Chris went Sally Dobbs, A-Rod, Jack Doyle, Nikki Winston, Ezra Travolta, Fabian Callahan, Uno Baco, and Fernando Diaz. Right out the gate, I'm gonna admit right now, Ezra Travolta was a bad pick for where I picked her. I definitely should have gone a different way with these two picks, but I thought defense was going to be kind of the second most important thing after speed, and I was just completely wrong. I think if I hadn't picked Ezra, I don't think Ezra gets taken to like 120s, 125 to 130, somewhere in there. Because I think the other Nikki didn't even get taken till 130-ish. So this was a bad pick. Looking back on it, Fabian versus Gary, 112. Oh, did they? Okay, perfect. I feel great then. Never mind. This was a fantastic pick. Nikki Winston pick was fantastic. The Ezra Travolta pick probably still wasn't fantastic. Um, but oh well. Anyway, Uno and Baco. I misread the sheet on these two. I probably should have picked two other people. That being said, I think they're still fine picks, and I'm fine with taking them where they were. Fernando is a great last pick. I think if Fernando is your worst player on your team, you probably have a really good team. I stand by my Jack Doyle pick. If I was drafting this team for myself, this team would look completely different. I would have gone complete speed. This would have been the fastest team we've ever seen, and it probably would have broken the league. So I'm glad that I was drafting it for Chris, and he told me not to draft speed. So We had that nerf. We had the nerf of I had to draft kids that um, either liked power or whatnot. Um, defensively, defensively, this team's probably a 7.5. The infield defense is really, really good. The outfield defense is going to be where this team struggles. It's just not fast enough. Um, so the nice thing is, at least they're not fast, but they do throw it. So it'll take them a minute to get to the ball. Once they get to the ball, it should reach the infield pretty quickly. So you're not going to be able to just get easy doubles on this team. You're just going to have to leg out singles and then think about running the second, and then the ball will be coming in, and you're going to be turning around, going back to first. The issue with this team is it's a Parks team. This is not really made for Parks. I decided to build it similar to the old Oops teams, where you basically just build power at Parks and then call it good. And the thing is, Viz, you know what? You know what, Viz? Every defense at Parks could be a bottom 5 defense. Like, we need to figure out a way to like normalize defense based on the park that they play at. Because if a team gives up 10 runs at Ekman and a team gives up 10 runs at Parks, one of those defenses is fucking horrible and one of those defenses is really fucking good. But to my knowledge, I don't think that exists unless you fucking worked on it already. I don't know. I never know what you're working on. Why did 2 people fucking... Oh, okay. Fine. I'll look at 02 after 03. I'm gonna go 01, 03, 02. So by that point, oh, that's what I should have done. I should have fucking grabbed a beer for this. I'm gonna need one for 02, man. Might take a 30-second break after 03 to do to get a beer, and then I'm gonna drink it during 02. Offensively, this team is gonna play exactly how Chris wants it to play. He wanted power bats. He got power bats. Not all of them are amazing, but all of them, I mean, 67 is the least amount of power on this team, which is enough to still hit it over the fence at Parks. So every single one of these players can hit home runs at Parks. I did my job. You're welcome, everybody else. Offensively, for anybody else and not Parks, this is probably a 7 offense and a 7.5 defense. So by no means is it like an overpowered team, and I'm happy about that. HCII. Let's talk about overpowered teams, shall we? He's not here. I'm gonna have to type this out later. But hold on. I think this one didn't work too. Yeah, it doesn't work. Cool. So this motherfucker gets Leo Wayne. It's Jeff Bagwell, who fucking fell to 86 somehow. Artie Cordova, Joan May, which is a fine pick for where it was, and Jason Kendall, who I don't agree with. I don't agree with this pick. People, I think if you look just purely at the stats, and you look at the stats of other kids that are around these stats, I think they get taken at like 100, 110, somewhere in there. He's just not that great. But he has height, so I guess whatever. And he makes for a decent shortstop. But you already have like Cordova and shit. I don't know. Cordova's probably catching in this team, actually, isn't he? Oh, Bagel's catching. Bagel C, Cordova 3B, and SS. Yeah, probably. I mean, that's the makings of a really good defense. Defensively, this team's really good. His one downside here is Billie Jean Blackwood, but you just sit Blackwood on first base, and defensively she's fine. So defensively, this team is probably, I don't know, 9.5, 9-ish. Like it's a fucked defense, dude. I'm telling you right now. And people wanted him to trade and make it even better, and you guys are not understanding what you're getting yourselves into, especially at Ekman Acres. This team is ridiculous. At Ekman Acres, fucking hell, dude. And you can use power-ups of Billie Jean Blackwood. So offensively, this team is not a 9. This team is probably like a 7.5-ish, maybe a 7. That's Leo Wayne. I'll put it to an 8. So you have an 8 offense. You have a 9.5 defense at Ekman Acres. Like, biggest lock to make playoffs, by the way. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So when JY overdrafted Kendall a while ago, we all made fun of them and we're like, why did you pick Kendall? And I don't want to say we need to remake the ADP system because I think overall the ADP system is good. But I do think there needs to be a fine tooth comb that goes over the ADP and is like, you know, oh, hey, you're here. Oh, you can't hear anything. Okay. I'm just going to write in chat then. Oh, no. Atanium's recording this? Fucking hell. I'm going to get canceled. I'm not doing O2, guys. It's going to be the most canceled I ever fucking get. Yeah. I don't think anything else needs to be said about this team. I think they're going to be really, really good. And I think people are going to try to copy his draft next year. Hey, look, HG works. We're going back to the team viewer. Ken Griffey Jr., Marcellus Marks, Debbie Nagasawa, who I feel like was overdrafted at 49. Andrew Goudreau, Lisa Blakely, Horace Young, Tracy Hoban, Melissa Waters, Matthew LaCruz. Without even looking at the stats, I can already tell this defense is going to be kind of a decent. Never mind. I take it back. How did Horace Young fall to 161? How did that happen? Anyway. I won't post it. Sure, not recording for O2. Dude, we might have to sure up the recording for O2. I'm gonna. Anyway. Ken Griffey Jr. at 13 overall. At 13 overall? 13? Is this guy. Are you an online player? Is this an online Andy over here? Coming in? Hines? Yeah, Hines is definitely online. What the fuck? 13 overall, Ken Griffey Jr. I don't recommend that. Marcellus and Debbie, neither one of those could play defense. I don't know if you knew this. Debbie is not a good defender. Debbie is like who you want to hide on second base, and then you accidentally pick somebody else that has to be hidden on second base. I don't know, Matthew LaCruz. And then you're just really sad about your choices because one of those two has to play right field, and neither one of them can catch worth a damn. So I've never seen Debbie catch a ball in the outfield ever. Ever. I think she's like 0 for 25 in my career. Um Offensively, this seems really cool. Seems really cool. Um this is like I want to say this offense is what most BBOLers want when they come over to RBBL, where it's a lot of like mid 80s bats, and then you have your stereotypical 2/90. But why the fuck did you take Ken Griffey Jr. at 13, my guy? Like, fucking trade down. Trade down for that shit. Call up some random loser that wants to trade up and be like, yo, fucking have it. And then trade up from 27 and go, like, not get Marcellus Marks. Who did he pick him over? My brother in Christ. You want me to actually go back and look at the draft? You're fucking crazy. Why would I do that? He was picked over Ahmed, which is kind of funny to think about if you think about it. Picked over Raul, the Zenons, who like probably don't deserve to go ahead of him, but still do. Actually, hmm, that is interesting. Why do Zenon and Xena get picked over Ken Griffey Jr.? Probably because of the contact, right? I think if I remember, I have a sheet that like has it's like home runs per at bat, and then it's mixed with some other shit. I don't think they usually do. I want to say they usually do. I want to say there was a season like season 11 maybe where I don't have it. Um, nope. Anyway, I remember there being a season where Xenon and Xenon got picked at like 17 and 18, and then Griffey was like 20, 24, something like that. Yeah, thank you, Viz. I knew Viz was gonna come to my aid here. Um, I want to say it's just a bat, but I also think there's statistically, I think copy of speed. Give me my stat sheet here really quick. Copy of career batting, and then Ken Griffey Jr. Oops. Why did Cal Ripken Jr. come up when I put in Kenny? Yeah, so Ken Griffey Jr. on my sheet here is the 16th best batter. If you look at like home runs per plate attempt, blah 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 blah. Xena is 7 and Xenon is 2. So there is something to Aziz being a better bat, even though these stats don't look half bad. But he's better at everything else. Like, and arguably a pretty decent fucking shortstop. Um. Anyway, I digress. I don't know. It's like I get it, but like also I don't. Like you could like get that kind of bat later and get other shits. Like if you want 100 bat with a low contact, just get in the third round and take fucking McGuire or whatever. But anywho, how do you think offensively this team is gonna be really good? Offensively, this team is like what 8.5 ish. Tracy's bad. Mosa's like, hold on. Let me look at something really quick. Actually, it's not gonna work. Is it gonna work? Giambi is the 254th rated offensive player. Okay. So this team is like 7.5 offensively. Where is he playing? I don't even know that. I didn't even look that up. Fields, Hines, Dark Knights, Steel. Oh, this is a Steel Stadium team? Fuck it. This team's a fucking 8.5 on offense. Defense at Steel, right field's gonna be a problem. I don't know who's playing left. Who's playing left? Marcellus? Yeah, I feel like if you have Marcellus playing left field and you have Debbie playing right field, you're in for a bad time at Steel Stadium. That's my guess for who's playing where. He might change it on me and put Horace somewhere, but I have a feeling that's what he's doing. So defensively, this team is a 4 because it's at Steel and because he doesn't have outfielders. Infield defense should be actually pretty decent though with Griffey Jr., Tracy Hoban. Tracy Hoban's probably a catcher. Yeah, catcher for sure. I don't want to look at the pitching. This pitching's gonna get holy fuck. Marcellus Marks comes in as pitcher too. Dude, this defense is shit. I'm downgrading this defense to a 3. It's really bad. Okay. IT. Hey, IT, can you type in the chat where you play so I don't have to look it up? Never mind, it's Parks Department number 2. You got a Parks team? God damn it. Okay. Claudia Villarta, Barry Larkin. So Barry went at 29 when the ADP is 38. Interesting. I remember like 4 people talking to me about Barry though this year and being like, I think Barry Larkin's a lot better than where he's usually picked. So he's better than a lot of other first rounders, isn't he? Like, looking at his stats, he's like slightly worse than Larry, but not by much. Insane. I might be insane. Anyway. There's like 3 people typing. That's super fun. Grace Tipton, Lance Lambert, Babytron. Babytron. What a great pick that was. Joel Eminati, Gary. Wait. Hold on. You got both of them? You got both Joel and Gary? What? That could somebody make sense of this? I feel like defensively, this isn't amazing. Offensively, like I get what you're doing offensively, actually, because everybody either hits grounders or hits bombs. So, and we're at Parks. All right. Where are you playing? Where are you playing? Where are you playing them? What, is this like some 2B SP shits? 2B SP and then Olga plays right field, and you just pray they go out there. Grayson left, and you pray they don't go out to left, or like, what are we doing? I will say, I think this team makes the playoffs, but I don't know if you're going to win everything with this bad of a defense. Like, you're going to run into some team that, like, ignoring all positions aside from Cat. I mean, yeah. Do you have a catcher? Yeah. Do you have a shortstop? I mean, yeah. Race center field. Okay. Wait, what? Hold on. Joella, Olga, yeah, and then Gary plays third base because the idea is Baby will cover for Gary. Hold on. Babytron. Decent coordination, but what's the aggression? Oh, 87 aggression. Yeah, you're fine. That'll work. I also didn't realize, and you probably saw this when you drafted both of them, but you had to start Joella on the mound and Gary at third base because Joella at third base is 50 aggression versus the 38 aggression of Gary. But yeah, that's interesting. And you absolutely 100% needed Babytron to make this defense work. And if this was anybody else, this defense would be incredibly bad. No, they don't. They don't have the same aggression. Actually, Joella has higher aggression than Gary. Fun fact, I just learned it. I think. Oh wait, no, I'm reading it wrong. Never mind, I'm reading it wrong. I read it wrong. Shut up. This is only the fourth time I've read something wrong today. All right. Is Alex Rodriguez with 20 plus picture later? Yeah. I mean, I remember looking at him thinking, well, actually, no, he's not because his fucking bat sucks. But for what you wanted, yeah, it is essentially. Um, yeah, man. If you didn't get Babytron, you got like sniped or whatever. That'd have been really bad for you. All right, defensively, this team is a 2. Offensively, this team is much higher than a 2. Are we like an 8.5? Give or take. Actually, is there any reason why this isn't a 9 offensively? I don't think so. It's probably just a straight 9 offensively. 9 offense, 2 defense. The IT classic. JY. Hold on, let me. Not that button, this button. I'm gonna complain every single fucking time that these aren't in. Okay, cool. JY with Brett Olson, man. Edward Ekman, man. I'm gonna turn this over for you guys. You guys can look at this. I'm not looking at that. All right. Emily Louvel, aka Larry Walker, at 23. It's actually about where they should go. I like that pick. Tony Olesko, aka Jose Canseco. I like that pick. Stan Olafson, classic JY pick. Love it. What a great pick. It is funny though, like Stan has an 80 bat. See, like Stan is essentially Alex Rodriguez, with just slightly less speed, but everything else is about the same. And honestly, I'd like rather have Stan sometimes. But anyway. It's funny how much further behind like the A-Rods and stuff they go. Okay, Barbara Jones, Cal Ripken Jr. went at 74. Dude, what's this like obsession with these like fucking mediocre ass shortstops that just kind of do whatever on defense and offense? I mean, they're really good, don't get me wrong, but like, JY just really loves the 74 power bats for some reason. Kristen Sullivan, Wendy Parsons, which is his battery, he said, which I guess makes sense. If it were me, I would still be starting not one of those two, but I get it. What would I do? Hold on. Can you start Brettelson on this team? Probably not. There's probably a way though that you could like no, because you want Oh wait, no. You put Marty at catcher, you put Ivan somewhere, and then you start like Brett Olson on the mound, and then you just flip him, or you'd start Barbara Jones on the mound, and you just flip him, and that way you always have a really good catcher. He's not gonna do this. He's gonna do the boring shit where you start Cordova and you have Ivan catcher, but like there are cooler ways he could do this. And Stan Olsen as a pitcher is like sneaky. Because he's got that fucking 75 right hook and 0 left hook. So when he throws a hook, it's like, goddamn. Yeah, JY got tired of winning and he said he wanted the. So going into the draft, I knew only this. I knew JY wanted the best defense he could get because he wants all of his games to go about 20 minutes. So he didn't want like bats. He just wanted defense. And then he drafted a bat for some reason. I don't know why. But that was his plan. And I think he was decently successful at it. I also don't think he traded with anybody. Um, so defensively, I think this team is really good. Especially because he's just going to hide Vanessa somewhere. I don't know where he's hiding Vanessa. I don't know why he took Vanessa, I'll be honest with you. There's probably like a more defensive player he could have taken. The sign of him not wanting to play. Yeah, so I don't want to give too much away about JY, but yeah, the sign of him not want to play, exactly. Defensively, this team is like a 9, I think, depending on what the fuck he does with Vanessa. I kind of wish he'd just taken an arm and then had like a purely defensive player here, but whatever. Um, so yeah, like I said, Ekman, it doesn't matter as much. It's going to be hard to score on this team with Ekman, anyways. Offensively, this team kind of blows. It's not like fun to use. Offensively, this seems like a 4.5, maybe. Maybe higher. I might be ragging on it a little bit too much. Yeah, I'm ragging on it a little bit too much. I'll give it a 5.5. Which might be good enough at Ekman. I don't know. I wonder how many fall under this. Well, Wiz. I mean, I've heard some vibrations coming out of the Wizard camp that it's not necessarily sign up and not wanting to play, but sign up and being like very on the fence about wanting to play. But feel free to refute me if you want to. Um, I think a lot of the old heads saw Jibbo retiring and were like, "Wait a second, you can retire," but also felt bad about like retiring the same season that Jibbo retired. So yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. That's a good way of putting it, I think. Loba's team. And this team would be really good with Babytron, wouldn't it? Huh. Crazy. Hold on, I'll let you guys see it. I don't remember if this will work or not. It does work. See, so if Veronica Lee were Babytron, this team would be really good. No, I think, let me see here. Arms, he has enough defense. He has Annie Frazier, which is interesting. I don't really get the Caden pick, but like I also get it because 99 speed. So he just wants to ground her a shit ton. I don't like the Veronica Lee pick. I know he was really upset about the Xena pick. And then Xena like didn't happen. And now he's just stuck with Xena. So I half expected him to pivot to a power team, and then he kinda did. The Isabella Morelli pick came out of nowhere. I don't know where that came from. I thought for sure he was gonna snipe one of the picks I wanted. And then he didn't. He put off the Caden pick from 3rd to 4th solely because he thought the name was dumb. wait, was he gonna take Caden at 78? Yeah, he was. That's funny. I think it would have made more sense. I don't know who else was available right around then, but like the Veronica Lee pick doesn't make a ton of sense for his team and how like the style of play he likes to play. So He has like two picks that don't vibe. His multiple picks, I should say. Sorry, that don't vibe with how he wants to play. Um, so I'm kind of interested to see how he does with this team. I could actually see this being like a step back for him. With having this many players that like don't really do what he wants them to do. Um, I'm like having a. I don't remember how bad of his defenses used to be, but I feel like this might be a step back defensively from what he normally has. Maybe. Especially with Ray Tran on this team, it's kind of an interesting pick. But his defense getting like 4 homers. Oh, did he? Okay. So this, I didn't know he had Isabella in season 11. That makes sense then. I was just looking at the draft board and I was surprised, but I also didn't know his season 11 pick. Obvious dirt shortstop without Kathy on the team. It's Dante, isn't it? Dante's just gonna play shortstop. I'm not saying that's like good or bad or anything, but I'm pretty sure Dante's playing shortstop. He could have, but he didn't. Unless he's playing. Yeah, no, he's not playing Isabella. It's catcher. There's no shot. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. Offensively, I think this team's still pretty good. I give it like a 7.5, maybe an 8, somewhere in there. If this wasn't Veronica Lee, I memed at first, but genuinely, if this wasn't Veronica Lee, I'd give it a much higher grade offensively. And then defensively, um, defensively, as soon as I seen it's just bad. Yeah, pretty much. Defensively, I think this seems like a 5-ish. I don't know what this infield defense is looking like. Isabel third base? Question mark. I don't. And then Ray, Annie outfield, Caden somewhere outfield. Zena shortstop. Like, fuck if I know, dude. I don't know where he's putting anybody. Who's playing first on this team? Annie. Annie's playing first. Okay. So then you have Ray right field / pitching. I don't know what he's gonna do starting pitcher. Is he gonna try Caden starting pitcher? That'd be kind of funny, but it'd also give up a lot of runs. Yeah, this team doesn't have any pitching. She doesn't give a shit about. Interesting. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't think this wins a championship. This doesn't look like a championship winning team. So if he wins with it, congrats. He is probably a top 3 player of all time. Um, was probably cool. So Lil Waz has Derek Jeter, Courtney Valentino, Deirdre LeBruto, Pamela Kirkos, Trent Sizemore, Holly Franklin, Tony Gwynn, Kimmy Ekman, Not Echt, and Johnny Omar. Reach a master. Yeah, did we or did we not in seasons past after the draft delete the rows that weren't being used? There was a trade with this one. Did it actually go through? The last I checked, it hadn't even been talked about yet because it hasn't even been brought to our attention. Um, so I'm gonna talk about this team as it currently is, and then if the trade goes through, the trade goes through. But we haven't even talked about the trade, so I don't even know if it's gonna go through or not. Jeter, Valentino, Bruto. Remind me about Labruto. Oh, Labruto's the 100 power, can't play defense, still kind of fast. I'm kind of surprised Deirdre fell to 43. At the same time, I'm not. Like, I thought there was gonna be somebody that was gonna take him at like late 30s, mid 30s, and then nobody did. I was like, damn. It's just because they're like slower than what you think, huh? And Max, Fred Jane, yeah, but Fred Jane usually go like late 20s, early 30s, don't they? Oh, they fell to late 30s in this draft. Interesting. Yeah, if they fall to late 30s, then yeah, you're just not going until early 40s. But I want to say, didn't they in '02 go like late 20s? I feel like they usually do. Let me check. No, they fell to 34, 33, 34, and then Deirdre went 44. So even when they went early 30s, Deirdre still fell to early 40s and was drafted by somebody that wasn't looking at defensive stats whatsoever. Huh. Interesting. Anyway. So we went Jeter with our first pick, Valentino second pick, Deirdre, Pamela Kirkos. Pamela Kirkos falling to 92 is interesting. I think it's still a little early on what it should go, but that makes sense. Beltran, we're going to Trent. Yeah, I saw that. Pamela Kirkos, Trent Sizemore, Holly Franklin. So basically, you went all in on defense, and then you picked Deirdre to like bat everybody in with a bunch of like 70-ish speeds. I like the idea of the team. All of it's gonna work. There's definitely gonna be games where like you scored 6 runs and you're sad and life sucks. But the like 2 games that you score like 15 runs are gonna definitely be wins. So that's good. Um at dirt yards. Interesting. I don't like this team at dirt yards. I think dirt yards like takes away a lot of the defense that you built. Except for Jeter. Like, doesn't dirt yards fuck this defense? Am I way off base? Like, what happens when like IT runs into this team at dirt yards? Doesn't he just put up 20 anyways? Hmm. I think offensively, I'm giving this team like a 4.5, maybe 5. No reason to give this anything higher than a 5. I don't think so. Defensively, if this team wasn't that dirt, this would be like probably an 8 or so because you still have Valentino and Libruto. 7.75 ish. At dirt yards, though, I really don't know. I don't know, man. I'd be like, look at that Fields. What other fields can he have? Cement Gardens? Oh, Cement and Tin Can Alley. Oh no, it's not amazing. Um, I was gonna say something quirky about this team being decent at sand, but I don't think that's true. I don't think you want that. Um, yeah, yeah. I think you're gonna lose winnable games, but you might win a losable game or two. And you're definitely gonna have a better record on the road than at home. I'm pretty sure. Interesting team though. I like the concept. It looks similar to a team I would have drafted, which isn't always a good thing. In fact, I think that's usually a bad thing. I don't know about that one. Attitude. We're gonna switch back over to this view. Um, worst team I've drafted out of 5. I think I agree with that. Not remembering most of your other drafts, but looking at this one, if you had drafted this team and then taken dirt yards, or like had you have taken dirt yards, it's one thing. But I think going into the draft, knowing you're at dirt yards, I think I would have tried to get a little bit more speed, which I know for this draft was fucking difficult because fucking everybody wanted speed. But no spoilers about P. Sanchez's team, man. What are you doing? Attitude. Attitude. This is probably the worst draft in the league. And I'm not even sure it's close. But that being said, I'm throwing this into the existence. I think this team will win more games than people expect. because it's fucking Jibbo's Ghosts. And this team, like, because I think most people look at this team and think their ceiling is 4 games, and they're probably winning like 2 or 3. But doggone it, man. I think this team is going to win 5 games, which is still more than what people expect. Like, this is the team that, like, when people talk about pitching being fucking dumb and nobody should draft pitching, the antithesis of that team, everybody pitches. I remember saying something about how I'd do this lineup. I think it was like everybody tall is on the left side, and then you start Lisa Crockett on the mound. I still stand by that, but I don't think that's what he's gonna do. #1 seed team last season to win 2 games. Did I really? Oh shit! I think I might have thought Mattitude was bad at this game at that time. Not gonna lie, because if I remember correctly, 2 seasons ago he did shit, and then he decided to learn how to play the game or some shit. It's a fucking 0-1 team. I genuinely, I think because I remember seeing Mattitude start to win games, and I remember thinking to myself, did that guy learn how to play this game? Because I remember him having like a really bad season. But in the playoffs with Thor at Sandy. All right, never mind. I've never been a fan of his, I guess, and I was wrong this entire time about Mattitude. I was not familiar with your game. Apologize. His worst team is like 7 wins. So what you're telling me is this fucking guy is gonna win like fucking 9 games with this fucking team. Is that what you're telling me right now? Bullshit. Oh man. God damn it. I don't think there's anything else to be said. Offensively, this team is offensively this team is like a 3. Defensively, this team is like an 8. They didn't have Ivan on it. This team could be like a fucking goated defense, but like it's got Ivan King, so it's the one thing. It's the one thing going against this team is like he could like maybe try to win half his games, but like how are you gonna try to winning half your games when you have Ivan King? Like fucking Yuria winning 4 games because he has nerfed Ronnie on his team, you know? And Ivan's worse than nerfed Ronnie. But yeah, don't listen to me when I talk about Mattitude. Apparently Mattitude's just a giant blind spot for me, so we'll move on. MF. MF. Who the fuck is MF? Hold on 1 second. MF. Scatty. Oh, okay. Scatty's one of the people that wanted this too, and he's not even here. Look at the guy. Look at that guy. Oh, right. The MF Doom dude that wanted Victor Vaughn. Yeah, so he hit me up. We were talking about a trade, and he was like, "Hey, I really want Victor. I want to trade up to this pick for him." And I was like, "Well, shit. That guy kind of sucks." I I don't think you have to worry about it, but like, yeah, if you want to, by all means, you can trade up. Um, and then the guy that I wanted was at 50 whatever, and it didn't work out. And then some asshole fucking snipes Victor from beyond the grave. And no, this wasn't the low key meme team. My guy and I had DMs where he literally told me he was just picking villainous names and he didn't really care. So if we look at his picks compared to ADP, he actually didn't do that bad of a job. But Randolph Glukert. Has Randolph Glukert ever been picked as a fucking Cement Gardens team? Where the fuck is he playing? Oh, he's playing Cement Gardens. Look at that. That's cool. Hang on, let me switch that for you. There you go. Now it's gray. Yes, but only one time. Okay. Marco's all power team. Oh, Jesus. So at cement, we have Cheryl Reynolds, Mr. Clanky, Victor Vaughn, Mo Vaughn. That's kind of cool. Sheehan Beatti, Francesca Whitaker, Vic Souffle. I'm pretty sure he picked Vic just because Vic's French. And as we all know, French are villains. That's clearly an online player's doing. And Butch Sherrod. So defensively, this team is interesting. Offensive, did he not get the memo that like speed is good? Because none of these guys are fast. If that makes any of these picks make more sense, no, it doesn't. I'm gonna say offensively at Cement Gardens, this team is a 3. I can't say 3. That's Cheryl Reynolds on it. 3.5. I'm so confused why Mo is on this. Because Mo is the brother of Victor. Clearly. Even are spelled correctly. But like, I don't know, dude. Defensively, what the fuck am I supposed to say about this defensively? Like, what do you want me to say? Clanky. It's got Clanky at Cement, and like he's gonna do things, and he's gonna end up somewhere. I don't know where he's going after 10 runs. Do you? Do you know where he's going after 10 runs? Apparently, he's going in for either Vic or Victor. Like Victor's one of your only like outfield players. So now you have fucking Mr. Clanky in goddamn left field at goddamn Cement Gardens, where like he's running away from shit that's bouncing over his head, going off the screen and going in for home runs. And if he was any other player, he would like all right. Oops. I think this team shouldn't be at Cement Gardens. Offensively, I'm giving this team a 4. Maybe 3.5. Defensively, I'm giving this team a 6. Because he does have defensive players. I'll give him that. He has defensive players, but Mr. Clanky is worth at least -3. So I'm giving him a 6. I think nobody has any questions about this team. Great. Moving on, Nate's team. I didn't pay attention much to Nate's drafting, so I have a feeling this team is going to surprise me somehow. Marilyn McDonald, Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire. Dude, Mark McGuire at 50? Fuck that pick, dude. A, it was a good pick. I'm not saying it was a bad pick. Fuck that pick and the fact that I was thinking about going double McGuire with my back-to-back, so like 52, 53 or whatever the fuck I had him. And then this asshole comes in at 50, snipes me out of my goddamn mind, and I had to like think about what else I want to do with my life because clearly taking both McGuires was not going to happen. So that was my big genius idea. Yeah, you're not wrong about the Big Mac, but like it does make more sense why he ignored my trade texts because I did text him a trade for that pick. He completely ignored me. I couldn't believe it, and then I did believe it when I saw who he took. Hillary Vargas, which is what the bag of fries or something. I think somebody said. Oh, because it's Bagwell. Yeah, I don't know why that trade hasn't gone through yet. Jordan Thorner, Ivan Rodriguez, Timmy Unger, because Hunger, Nan Porter, Nate Kowalski. What is Nate Kowalski? Yeah, Melvin Berger should be on this fucking team. Trade Nate Kowalski for Melvin Berger. What the fuck? Is Nate in this call? Nate, get on that. Nate is Nate. Oh. Oh. It's not a good enough meme. I feel like having Burger on the McDonald's team is a better meme, though, isn't it? Am I wrong? Like, just picking yourself on the team is like making a custom player. Oh, Nate left. Oh, no. Oh, shit, I offended him. Fuck. Either offended him or he's right now on the phone to get Burger on this team. God, I hope he's on the phone to get Burger on this team. Yeah, I think Nate just wants to go DM crazy that he wants to kick Nan Porter off the team. Okay. Defensively, this team is really good. Actually, this team is way better than it has any. Why the fuck is this team so good? First off, fucking goddamn it, dude, this team's actually really good. His arms everywhere. The only hole in quotation marks on defense is Timmy Unger, and Timmy Unger isn't even like that bad on defense. Like, is this a 9.5 defense? I don't know. Well, oh no, you need Nan Porter because you're doing the Nan Porter Ivan Rodriguez battery dog shit. God fucking damn it, dude. All right, I get it. I get it. I get it. I vote we let Nate have Melvin Berger on the bench as his 10th player, and we'll just call that good. Yeah, I mean, he picked a bunch of players that just fell. Like, Ivan won't be C. Ivan won't be C. Oh, because you have Vargas. Yeah. That makes sense. Vargas C makes way more sense. Maryland's shortstop. And then what? You're doing Ivan and Nan at third base, probably then? That makes sense too. I like that. That's a fucking good defense. I think it'll be both TC. I think you'll either start one of them at third and one of them at pitcher, and then they'll swap out. Yeah. Nate gets a DH for Berger. I'm fully on board with that. Just we need you to make that happen somehow. I don't know how. Or just give him 9 Melvin Burgers, honestly. I don't really give a shit. Um yeah, dude, this is like the most well-rounded team I think we've seen so far as far as defensively goes. Like, really good team. Offensively, I think it's gonna struggle a little bit, but like there's like a couple of holes. Obviously, you have Ivan, you have Nan, you have Nate that are gonna trot around bases. Mark if he doesn't hit it out of the park. Offensively, this is probably like a 6.5, 7-ish, which is good enough. Like for the defense, where is he fucking playing at? Cement Gardens? No, Dirt Yards. Dirt Yards? No. Why are all the good defenses at Dirt Yards? Fuck my life. Ah. I guess it's the meme that it's like behind the McDonald's, right? It's Dirt Yards. But like, god damn, dude. Can you imagine this team at a field that doesn't have fucking random bounces? Like this team, if it gets to the playoff fields, team's gonna be good, man. God damn it, though. It's at Dirt Yards. Fucking hell. I don't even know where he can move to. Cement or tin can. I think out of those, I think he's. I don't know, dude. That sucks. That really sucks. This team at Ekman would be fucking bonkers as fucking shit. But oh well. Yeah, cement is a pizza box, which isn't McDonald's. McDonald's doesn't sell pizza. Even overseas, they sell like spaghetti and shit, but I've never seen McDonald's or pizza. All right. Sanchez. Now that we've said that Nate's probably making the playoffs. Go Nate, by the way. That was a really good draft. Playground Commons for our guy P. Sanchez, who got P. Sanchez. Sanchez, Maynard McElroy, Star Moonbeam, Mandy Coolidge, Molly May, Sheila Basanti, Akko Kaufman, Bobby Bulgarian, Jody Palmer. Jody Palmer at 197 is a really good pick. That's a ridiculously good late pick. I don't know how all of you decided that this should happen, but yeah, it's a really good late pick. Bobby Bulgarian. I think P. Sanchez is higher on these two, and everybody not named Viz. Because I think the next 5, yeah, dude, honestly, completely makes sense. Jody Palmer at 197 is like, even with the 01 power up rules, still really good. Imagine if it was 03 and Jody Palmer falls to the fucking 9th round. Like, There's no downsides to the player then. And in this, like, I mean, he's got Paco and Star. He's got a lot of players that could benefit, but like, still, Jody's probably going to use power ups 85 to 90% of the time. God damn, dude, what a great team! This team, like at playground, holy shit. I don't want to say he's going to put up 50 runs in a game, but he might. Offensively, I think this team is. Damn, dude, this team is like a 9.5, 9 somewhere in there, probably offensively at playground. Ooh, really good team. Defensively, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. He's got Coolidge, Paco, Bobby. Defensively, this seems a little bit of a disaster. Um, Actually, this seems a huge disaster defensively, but nobody tell him that. I think you almost have to start Jody. I don't think the defense will matter. I mean, it might, because he has to go. I think Molly has to play catcher for him, right? Yeah, Molly has to play catcher. Pablo's either playing third or shortstop. Maynard, well, actually, Maynard's probably playing third. Pablo shortstop. Star outfield, Paco outfield. Bobby TB, Sheila center field probably for this team. Bobby SP, Mandy TB, Paco 1. Paco 1B. Okay, Paco 1B is fine. I don't mind it. He'll drop like a couple a game, but like nobody on this team isn't dropping a couple of a game. Except for like Molly May, but you don't want Molly May on first. She's your only catcher on this fucking team. Bobby threatening to go to first base. Hell yeah, brother. Hey, you said defense doesn't matter for this team. It might matter. That's the old score 31, give up 30, you know? No, I'm a huge fan of this team, dude. I think this team so far is probably going to be the most fun to play with by far. Um, Might be worse than IT's. No. This defense not gonna be worse than IT's. IT is fucking both Gary and Joella. You think this is gonna be worse than that shit? Can get out of here, son. Defensively, this team's probably like a 3 because you have Molly May pitching, and Maynard and Pablo will both be okay enough, and you'll have enough speed in the outfield to catch balls. It's if they don't catch the balls in the outfield that's where this team starts to kind of struggle. But yeah, go on to PZ. Yes, good drafting, dude. That draft looks like it fucks, and I'm a huge fan. This team plays at Parks. Easy. Person is what? Lindsay Felgate, Ed Benson, Gwen Sears, Gwen is Aegon. Okay. Winnie Singh, Donald Vogel, Uma, Karen, Petra, Lorelai. Um, this team tells me you've played RBBL before. You know the exact meta, and you know kind of who you want, and you are a fan of Uma Morris, and you're not a not fan of Uma Morris because you have power hitter, good defense, good defense. Your catcher, who just plays catcher, and Vogel. You're an Uma Morris stan, and then you have Petra or some other power bat that you're just gonna hide at second and call it a day. Um, which is to say, like that's none of that's a bad thing. Oh, wowzers! Ace has been going at it for a bit. I started 35 minutes ago, and we're on PZ. So do with that information what you will. I still have 2 other drafts to go. Bear with me. Pour one out for me. Send me a beer. I don't really care. Whatever works. Um, 4 bats over 88 is really cool. Petra was almost like a it's almost a luxury pick, I think, for this team. You probably didn't need it, but at the same time, like I like it. Lorelei with your last pick at 198. Holy fuck! How did Lorelei fall to 198? The hell were the rest of you doing? Can't play defense. That's very true. Can't play defense. Can't run. Can kind of hit. Take it back. Lorelei at 198 is probably about right. 60 speed. So fast. Look at her run. She's made it to first base. Um, Easy, you're here though, yeah? What are you where are you playing? Who you got for your like starting pitcher situation here? Because doing the wrong shit, you know? I appreciate your try, Wiz. You're the best. Actually, while PZ's doing that, I'm gonna go grab a beer really quick. 1 second. They also explore Fred 1B options. That's cool. Let's see. The only thing I cared about Petra P into Whitney two baser right field. Hmm. MIT's made Petra P work before, right? So theoretically it works. Um, when like three things happen all at once. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Less than optimal first or second config and all about tons of depth before kiss. Yeah. I feel that. I think when I was building out Chris's team, I had to do kind of the same idea where the first iteration isn't even the best defense. I think our best defense is after 10 runs. So you almost have to think about like you're for sure giving up 5 runs. So how do we give up those 5 runs? Not necessarily as quick as possible, but in a way where our defense gets better as we give up runs. Um, so don't hate it. Like that idea. Offensively, this team's really good. I think this team is at least 8.5, probably. I think the only real person that doesn't get on base here is Lorelei. So maybe a 9.5, something like that. Oh, you have Vogel. Never mind. It's an 8. 8.5. Lorelei can. Ishley. I guess, yeah. Who at like 822 or some shit with Lorelei? That was Loba, though, wasn't it? I don't think Loba counts. uh Yeah, maybe Vogelzila doesn't reach base then. And Ahmed Kaseko. All right. None of those I'd call it a no, I wouldn't call any of those burners though. Like I don't think that's like particularly fast. But she's fine. Or like grounders, it's not really what you want. You want a little bit faster, especially with the defenses that we deal with. But on a bouncy field, it'll be all right. I'll bump them up between 8.5 though. 8.5 offense. Defensively, I don't fucking know, dude. Depends on the day. Depends on how everybody moves. This is anywhere between like a 4 to a 6, but I'd probably just call it a 5 defense. Your best two players don't play defense. And then Gwen, Whitney, and Uma all have to like play out of their goddamn minds. I'm gonna call it a 4.5 defense. Toast's team. Hi, Toast. I think you're still here. Maybe you're not. I don't remember. I'll look it up. Toast went Davy Marion. Man, Toast must have just left. That sucks. Sucks to be Toast. Toast went Davy Marion, Jimmy Norp, Brendan Markert, K. O'Toole, Maya Woodruff, Shane Smith, Rafa Hendricks, Olive Hussein. Hey, Toast. Welcome back. You're just in time. Colleen Clinker. Um, so Toast fucking boomed me with this goddamn Shane Smith pick. I DM'd him, and he said, "Of course I took Shane Smith. You absolute fucking moron." And it was fair. It was all fair in the world. Big fan of the first two picks. David Marion is like the quintessential solid low 30s ish player. Sometimes goes higher. In one year, I think they went in like the late teens, early 20s, and it was fucking ridiculous. But if you get him right about 33, where Toast got him, it's great. Jimmy Norp, I didn't know what to think about Jimmy Norp. It was like decent with like a better bat than most, but I wasn't sure if he was worth 41 or not. Um, so I wasn't sure. I was kind of holding off on him because he felt like he was another kind of A-Roddy style with slower speed, bigger bat. There's some kid that has like these exact stats, and I can't for the fucking life of me remember who it is. Um, I think it's still a good pick. And then Nomar going 47. That's makes sense. But, I think I even might have helped with that pick. I don't remember. KO Tool at 60 is a goddamn heist and a half. My Woodruff at 93 is a goddamn heist and a half. So if Larry had a better bet, would we arm? Yeah. He's like a mixture of a lot of different things. But I'm pretty sure like there's somebody out there that has similar stats to that. Shane Smith at 133, I like. Rafa was a steal and a half at 168. Olive and then Clean Clinker. Clean Clinker at 193, by the way. Fucking goddamn dude. I don't know how he did all that shit, but that was a really good pick. Um, like defensively, this team doesn't have it has enough arms. Shane Smith actually has enough arm in outfield to be just fine with 83 speed. Offensively, this team isn't fast. This team is not fast whatsoever. He has a lot of bats that are kind of like the line drivey. You aren't really sure if you want to use line driver power with most of these bats because they're all like those like 80s bats. And it makes it difficult. He's at Parks, all his 80 bats can hit home runs, but not consistently. So offensively, this is a very inconsistent offense. It's not really made for Parks. It's very similar to the Chris team that I built, except the Chris team has a couple of 90 bats just to take the pressure off. Where Toast more or less just has Rafa. He can like actually count on. And then Davey and Jimmy are going to hit like Davey and Jimmy are two players at Perks that are gonna have multiple like 2 and 3 home run games. Then they'll have games where they hit 0 home runs between the both. And it's just gonna kind of suck. Um, Overall, though, really love this team. I think defensively, this team's also really good. Um, so big ups to Toast. I think you did a really, really solid job drafting here. And I really like this team. So good job. I don't really have scores for you, unfortunately, though. Not at Parks. Defensively, it's like a 6.5. Because you have like these two players, and then wait, you can't see what I'm doing. You have Rafa and Olive Parks. But Steel. It's at Steel. Oh my God, it's at Steel. Hold on a second. Let me rethink all this shit. God damn. Okay, hold on. At Steel. I don't know why I just immediately thought you were at Parks. I love this team at Steel. Holy shit, what the fuck? You're at Steel? Jesus Christ. All these 80 bats are amazing at Steel. You just have to hit it like dead on, straight ahead, you know? Who's playing left? So, okay, hold on. Let me think about this. So Clinker is what? What is Clinker doing on this team? Actually, I don't get it. Is Marion? Oh, you're putting Marion in the outfield, aren't you? Oh, so you're putting Marion in the outfield? Marion pitcher? I need a swig of something for that. Hold on a second. Marion pitcher? Brother, Marion pitcher. Norp, third base. Yeah, wait, no. Clinker pitcher. Marion, third base. Oh, Norp where then? Doobie? Norp right field. Norp, wait. Hold on. No. No. Brother. Clinker right field? No, you want speed. You have two speedies. You want those speedies in left field and right field. You want Clinker at like third base or shortstop or not outfield. Really, just not outfield. In left field, North right field. Yeah, right. That's good for 5 runs, and then Clinker's going to right field. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's like you okay, Steel, you have two areas in Steel that you need to cover. Left field, right field. Center field, there's nothing. Infield, no bounciness. So you don't need to like have fast players in the infield. They just need to be good enough. But you definitely want some speed in the right arm. In the right field. I don't know, brother. I'm gonna say you're gonna wish you had speed out there. This means you're putting Vlad C, yeah? And then Nomar's playing shortstop. I'd even put Nomar in right field, dude. What's wrong with putting Nomar in right field? Okay. Because you could do that. I'd be on board with that, honestly. But I get it. It's fine. I'm not gonna freak out about it. I don't like slow players in right field that steal. Because especially when you don't need to. Um Especially when you could just like player at shortstop or third base and then put Marion and Norp at like pitcher shortstop kind of situation. Clinker third base. I mean, Maya would have. This team has like 5 third basemen. I don't know what to do with this. It's great. I'm not saying this is a bad team. I'm just saying you have like 5 third basemen on this team. It's great. All right. TW. TW is Halo. Toast. You're awesome, and I love you, bud. Like, yeah, great draft, for sure. All right, let's go to Halo. Need to bring up Halo's team here, and this time we'll actually look at what his fucking field is. So he's at Cement Gardens. All right, everybody can see it's Cement Gardens. We're good. Cement Gardens. All right, we're gonna talk about Cement Gardens. Sammy Sosa, Kenny Lofton. So, When was it? There was some season where Sosa Lofton got picked. And people were like, "Holy shit, you've got defense in a can already in those two picks." And people went from there and they started doing like fucking Pete Jeter and shit. Sosa Lofton's really fun. It's a good one. Hans or Dirty Washington. I didn't like Hans. I didn't think he did enough for what his speed was. But at Cement Gardens, he's gonna be really good. Just don't have him like don't need him. You know what I mean, I can already see what the downfall of this team is gonna be. AVD, Derek McCattery, Ramona Bennett, Kurt Schilling, Mary Riley, Reese Worthington. So Mary Riley's catching for sure. Kurt Schilling is doing Kurt Schilling shit. His outfield has no arms. And that's going to be the undoing of this team because at Cement, you need an arm in left field, and ideally you have an arm in center field. But if they don't get to the ball, which at 91 and 94 speed, like they have a decent chance. I do wonder if he's not going to put Lofton in left field instead of shortstop, actually. Actually, if Mary Riley's catching, you don't need Sosa either. You can do it Sosa at shortstop. So yeah, so Sosa shortstop, Lofton left field. That makes sense. Probably fun. Sosa outfield. I'd put Sosa. No, I'd put Sosa at shortstop in this team personally because he has so much speed to go to the outfield. And if you don't put that speed in the outfield, why the fuck did you draft them? Kind of my thinking. His armor third base. Um, yeah. I mean, so you could go back and forth between third base or shortstop, and what's more important. I think at Cement, you want the height at third base. Would be the bigger reason to put him at third base. But you also have Lofton in left field. So having him at third base is less important, I think. I think Sosa at shortstop is actually probably more important. I arguably also haven't like given it a ton of thought. The other issue is who the fuck's playing first base on this team? I don't have an answer. Because you don't want Reese ending up at first. Isn't Reese too height or am I insane? Yeah, Reese is too height. 94 chord. I mean, sure, 94 chord, 2 whatever. Do whatever you want, I guess. It's probably as good as you're gonna get on this team. He watching the ball over Reese's head. Yeah, see, that's the issue. Is like, what do you do? Then you basically have to put this at third base because at shortstop he is gonna launch it over his head. I don't know. His team doesn't feel well thought out. It feels like he went, I want to hit grounders or power on offense. Oh shit. I should get a catcher, even though I technically already have one, but I'm gonna get a different catcher. I would love to know Halo's thinking on this team, but unfortunately he's not here. Viscery. Offensively, I think this team is an 8-ish because he does have Kurt and Mary. It's that weird like 7.5, 8-ish area that I think a lot of people are at. Defensively, fuck if I know, dude. This team could be really good defensively, honestly. I'm probably underselling the defense. It might be like an 8 defense. All right, let's go to this. This is team. This is team doesn't work. Switching over. All right, so this says Julie Dunkel, Juan Gonzalez, Nomar Garcia Parra, Pam Porter, Vicky Kawaguchi, Omar Stefano, Bonnie Dobbs, Jacinda Smith, and Terry Vega. So this basically went, I want Jacinda Farms to be good, and then I want Nancy Chin for no reason. And hey, Ronnie Dobbs has fallen a lot, so let's go with him. And then Jacinda because I want a tall person for first base, and Terry Vega because I want to bat late in the game. Huh. I don't like the Ham Porter pick. I picked zero value at every slot. I mean, you're not you're not wrong. I don't think you had a ton of value in any of your picks. But I'm also not a Jacinda believer, and I think you are. So there's that. I think no, Juan Gonzalez was an okay pick for where you got him. I would say Juan was definitely okay. I mean, you're not like where you picked. Oh, hey, that's Jimmy Norp. So here we go. Nomar Garcia Parra is Jimmy Norp. Where the fuck did Norp go? Norp's right here. 65, 78, 87. And Nomar is, yeah. Hold on. 64, 72, 85, 81. So Norp is slightly better than Nomar. And Norp went at 45 and Nomar went at 62. So I think people had an idea of it. But that probably means Norp cutting on later if Nomar was 62. Fourth round value at a third round slot who always gets picked in the second round. Yeah, I think people have been overrating Nomar forever though. It's just hard because like a lot of people play 03, and in 03, Nomar is a third round pick most of the time. Or second, like late second, early third, or whatever. But 01's a lot different. I don't get this team and the fact that like you have your 100 bat, and then you have your like whatever 80s bats, and then you have your 100 speed. It was also your 100 bat, by the way, which kind of sucks. And then you just like don't have any speed on this team. So what's the plan? What's the plan? I think you're trading the whole roster. Honestly, probably not a bad idea. I don't know who you're trading for, but like if you dangle Julie for somebody, you can probably get off it. Like I didn't like Ham at 63, but I also just thought Ham. Like if you look at Ham stats, I don't tell a lot of people this, but if you look at Ham stats and you looked at Molly May or Nikki Winston stats, Ham is just Nikki Winston with 45 speed instead of 30 speed or whatever, 20, whatever. And the difference in speed tiers between those two speeds isn't really that much. And he also just like doesn't have the coordination. So I didn't think Ham Porter would be worth anything before like pick 80 personally. If we're rating Nikki Winston at like a 110. But I also think, and you called this when it happened, I thought that trade was bad for you, and then it turned out to be pretty bad for you. Um, Offensively, this team does a little bit of everything. It doesn't do anything great outside of Julie. Julie by herself would carry this offense to a 5. I'm gonna say this offense probably I guess 6.5. Defensively, I actually think this team is okay defensively. Outside of the fact that you don't have enough speed, but I think like you have arms where you need it, and you have just enough speed to have a serviceable outfield. I think the biggest issue is you don't have enough pitching to keep Julie off the mound. So you almost have to start Julie. No, I don't know what you do because you need Julie in the outfield is the issue. Like Julie needs to play left field, but at the same time, she can't play left field in this team. But let me know. Let me know what you're gonna do with that one. While you're typing that up, I'm gonna switch over to Wiz's team. If Wiz is still here, Wiz is still here. Look at that. How many O2 people do we have? I might just go to O2 next. To be honest with you, Wiz is at TCA. Look at that. Okay, Wiz's team. We have Barry Larkin, Kathy Wolf, Zoe Mallory, Sonia Hagen, Peach Petrovich, Frankie Hawley, Jim Kiley, Chad Koppel, and Jack Joseph. Um, on the man, you got some really good value picks. I would say here, outside of like taking Kathy Wolf at 25, but we all know why that happened. It's really fucking funny. Seems really good. I think defensively, especially. Put Julie on the mound. Put yeah. I think it's good. That's a good plan. Is just to put Julie on the mound and call it a day. Um, Wiz, your defense is really fucking good. You have arms fucking everywhere except for Jack. Holy shit! And Dimitri's playing 1B for you. I already know that. So like, holy shit, dude. Defensively, this team is fucking good. Are you playing Kathy third base, or is Kathy going outfield for you, Wiz? I know we kind of talked about it because I told you she's really good third base, but this team, okay, yeah, yeah, dude. This is a sick ass team. There's a world where you could just put. Oh, you're putting Kylie at catcher though, aren't you? Okay, Kylie catcher is not amazing, but it'll be good enough. Kylie shortstop. Oh, who's playing catcher for you then? Wait, are you putting our guy Barry Larkin at catcher now? Frankie C. All right, yeah, Frankie C works. It's not the most amazing, as I'm sure Vis is about to type in chat, but like, it'll work. It'll work good enough. After 10 runs, Koppel goes to C. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if you could probably, I mean, honestly, on this team, you could probably get away with doing Kathy C, and then some mixture of Barry Larkin and Sonia Hagen for third base and shortstop, or Jim Cali third base even. Jim Cali third base, Barry Larkin shortstop. But the issue then is you don't have any speed in the outfield outside of your A-Rod clone. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, not bad. I like it. Defense is really good. Defense, I'll give you a solid 9 for defense at least. I like it a lot. Offensively, this team has 0 power bats. So I hope you like clicking grounder, buddy, with your not speedy team. Do we have a plan for what you're gonna do on offense, Wiz? Or are we just gonna click grounder and pray? And sometimes hit line drives. Everybody sort of hits the wall. Okay. Can't argue with that logic. Remember when Jack Joseph used to be like a 7th round pick? You new people won't know that, but back in the day, Jack Joseph used to be a 7th round pick. Because we didn't know better. We just knew he had we knew he had speed. I just want Billy for Larkin back, but the season could still be going in April. Oh, gotcha. I forgot you guys did that. I like the draft though. Wiz. That was a good draft. I don't know how confident you're feeling going into the year, but that's what I should have asked everybody that was here. Just how confident they were going into the draft. I guess you could still type it in if you're in chat. You want to chat about how confident you are. Under promise, over deliver. Love it, buddy. In the year you won, nobody thought you were gonna win, so it's the way to be. Um, I just realized something. CRK is not an 0-1. Oh, cool. Didn't know. Yuri's team: Pete Wheeler, Don Cozart, fucking Kenny Lofton Cone. God damn it, dude. Alexis Weiss, Jorge Garcia, who he fucking sniped, fucking poser. Um, Angelo Lavecchio, Tanya Uchida, Vincent Sweet, and Aaron Harris. Vincent Sweet could easily be another Nate guy too. I like this team until you get to Angela. I don't know why you went Angela. Anybody knows why he went Angela? Feel free to reach out and let me know because I don't get it. Um, Offensively, this team is going to be a lot of fun to use. He has 2 speedy guys that like to hit grounder. Defensively, he has 2 speedy guys. He has Jorge. It's another bullshit Uriah defense, if you ask me. But everybody has arms, and the only person that doesn't have arms is goddamn Angelo Delvecchio. Yeah. I can do Alex again. It's gonna be a really fun team to use. It's gonna be a really annoying defense to play. I don't know why he picked Angela. Somebody please help me. I don't want to stay on his team that much longer because this pick is depressing me. And other than that, his team looks really good, and I really like it. And he's probably going to go to the playoffs. Probably wanted power. You know how many other ways you get power on this team? You could even just wait till 194 and then get one of her clones. Like why do you need her at 160? Because it's a steel team. Fine, whatever, whatever. Don't care. Alex's team. He went Henry, Vladimir, Stewart, Chipper, Scotty, Piazza, Betty Houston, Roswigel, Anna Hayes. Um, he has 200 speeds, and everybody else is kind of either middling or very, very slow. He has one main power bat. He has 3 other high 80s bats. That'll be inconsistent but decent. His defense looks like it'll be good until you realize that he has 3 players that cannot play defense to save their life. I believe I gave the offense something around like a 7.5 or an 8. And I'm pretty sure I gave this defense something around a 5.5 or a 6. He has enough defense to make him have arms where he needs them. He has enough speed where he needs it. And like just about any other team in the league, if you hit a grounder to right field, you will be absolutely safe by a mile. And you might even be able to stretch some of those grounders to right into doubles, because he's not going to have a single defensive player on the right side of the field from 1B, 2B to right field. So you can just kind of take advantage of that. But it'll be a fun play. It'll be a fun team to use. The only issue is like I hate slow teams, and slow teams, especially at where's he at? He's at he's at Tin Can. So he's gonna have a lot of like those like pop up bullshit, and at Tin Can you kind of want speed. Like you kind of really want speed. It's shit that hits off the wall. If it's not a high hit off the wall, if it's like a medium hit, and it goes right to the fielder, and the fielder is able to make a throw. If you have a 20 speed player like Piazza that hits in the middle of the wall in left field, the fielder is able to field it cleanly, Piazza is going to be out at 1B at first. They're not making it to first base. So I'm not a huge fan of that, but I'm a huge fan of everything else, and I hope Alex does fun. And that's the end of 01. We have two people that wanted to see 02. I might just do 02 really quick, but I think everybody else here is 03, yeah? All right, I'm gonna do what I expected to do and just go 03 first. 03 is also gonna be broken though, huh? Cool, love that. Two master. Oops, not 02 master. We're doing 03 master. It's all right. So 2F is still Can't Wait to Fly. Can't Wait to Fly is 03 team. I need to get into my 03 mindset now. Okay. Mindset achieved. 03 team. Always want to fly. Julie Dunkel, Vladimir Guerrero at 44 overall, Grace Tipton, Ronnie Dobbs, Yvonne Carter, Robbie Bacco, Vaughn, Conine, and Vega. So Grace and Dunkel both hit grounders or hit power. Its power. Got ADP trolled on Ronnie. Oh no, did he? Oh no. That's too bad, dude. I'm really sorry. You also kind of got ADP trolled on Yvonne Carter, I'm not going to lie. I think Yvonne usually goes a little bit later than that. Because Delgado goes early due to his pitching animation. But defensively, you took a lot of first basemen in that you took Yvonne and Greg Vaughn and Jeff Conine that all kind of want to play first base. I guess Greg Vaughn not so much. Greg Vaughn can play fucking wherever. Spend a minute. Greg Vaughn's gonna play like third base for you. Guerrero is probably your catcher. Barry Vega is playing second base. I caught it, TC. Gosh. Greg Vaughn's the one that can actually throw it. Which makes it funny that he's 153 overall and can throw, and then Conine's 172 and can't throw. Like, what about these players tells me that Conine is 19 picks after Vaughn? I don't know about that one. Anyways, Harry Vega also hits bombs. Um, where are you? You are at Scrapco. At least that works. At Scrapco, the team is okay. The defense will be like serviceable. Like the same shit as Conan because 60 picks earlier. Yeah. Um yeah. Actually, yeah, you're not wrong. Basically the same exact player. I've been trying to tell people for a minute that like Delgado and Yvonne aren't good. Except for the fact that Delgado is like arm angle or whatever, but like people have been overpicking these two for years, and the ADP is like never moved. So kind of sucks. So basically, always want to fly got ADP'd a few times, um, which sucks. But you know that's your first O3 draft for you. I think the more you draft an O3, the better it becomes. It's much more difficult to draft an O3 than it is an O1. O1 you can blindly pick, and you probably get somebody that either like is a draft or whatever. He might be cooked. I mean, I mean, you have just enough outfield. You have just enough infield. Defensively, I think you'll be all right. Offensively is where your issues are because you need to rely on Vladimir Guerrero being your third best hitter, which that's not always great. I want Yvonne going right fielder. I won't put Vega there. I won't play 2B probably. Um, well, so the ADP VZ was from seasons 8 through 12, which was after locks. So the locks aren't baked into it. The issue though is that they never like when they took locks off, they didn't think about adjusting the ADP from the seasons that they had locks. Um, and even one other thing on the draft, the actual draft hashtag #03. Oh, they did leave season 8 in. Why did they do that? Oh, that's really bad. I don't know why they did that. All right. Yeah, I think the '03 draft in general needs to be looked at, in my opinion. So that sucks. Um, yeah, I think offensively this team just isn't gonna be very fun to play with. Defensively, though, you should have an okay time. It's '03 though. Like the nice thing with '03 is you have a lot of different. There's a lot of different skills. You have good players, you have bad players, so you'll probably win the games you need to win and lose some that you were probably going to lose. I'm a rookies in '03. Real Grim will save my record. I mean, you might not be wrong. Yeah, he's in here. Oh, dude, yeah, your division's super easy. You got Juggerlaw, you got Doodle, and you got Viz, who probably didn't even take '03 that seriously. So you'll be fine. Suburb to TB or planter in center field, probably TB better. I would agree with that, PC. Okay. AP. Does APs actually work here? Let's find out, shall we? APs does work. All right, you guys can come over here. Look at that. Look at that cool team. He went Chico. He went Hanser Dirty Washington, which I think was an overdraft. personally. Is that Hans or Dirty Washam? Let's be honest with ourselves. Hans was basically what's their face with more speed. Three, where I've completed some of these reviews, put together three plausible defenses for each. Oh, that's awesome. Hopefully you focused on rookies, PZ, and you didn't focus on Ronnie left field, Vega right field. Oh God, that's not an amazing outfield, my guy. Unfortunately, sorry to hear that. If you went Troy Glaus, Bobby Higginson, Jorge Garcia, Raquel Collin, Kristen Sullivan, Vincent Sweets, Betty Houston. Um, so defensively, I actually like this team a lot. Defensively, some good shit. Betty Houston kind of throws things into whack, but like I'm guessing he's just gonna do a Betty Houston into 2B with Kristen Sullivan, and then flip her out to the outfield. Oh, Chico Pappas comes in the pitch. Oh, that's terrific. That's super cool. Man, Chico Papa's pitching. I didn't think I'd see the day. That's pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. Takes the record for most boring picks. Chico's not a spicy pick. However, Chico pitching, Chico SP. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it too as soon as I thought he was gonna pitch. I was like, damn, you might as well just have him start. Because that way you can put Betty at 2B from the get go. Kristen Sullivan plays like right field or whatever. And then Chico just goes out there. Or you can even do like 1B, but I'm guessing he has other ideas for 1B. He might not have other ideas for 1B. Actually, you know, it would be a decent one. You could put Troy Gloss in 1B. That might be spicy. Anyway, offensively, this team's gonna be kind of fun. Defensively, I think this team is actually pretty fucking good. So AP did that one AP thing that he does every year where he tries to build like a defensive team, and I think he kind of succeeded. So go AP, good for him. Alex, will his team work? His team does not work. You guys can come back over here. Alex went. I think Alex went Ichiro, right? And then he traded Ichiro for Susan Gore or some shit. I didn't really get it at the time, and I still don't get it. Like, if you pick Ichiro, just hang on to Ichiro. But whatever. I thought he also traded away Kenny. Or is he about to trade away Kenny? Never mind. I think he's about to trade away Kenny. Yeah. The trade objectively made his team worse. You talking about Alex, PZ? I didn't catch that when you wrote it, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you, actually. I think that the trade did make him worse. Um, we are um Sign didn't want to play. Dude, that sucks, man. Yeah, I saw that happen, Viz. The guy was like, oh, I don't care, I'll just take the clone. That was really dumb. I think it's times like that where I wish admins or league officials would be more transparent about what's going on. And instead of saying, hey, we think that's a bad idea, actually come out and say, hey, that's a really bad pick right now. And you shouldn't, like, they kind of put him in a box where they said that they thought it was a decent idea. And they're like, hey, you can take a Kenny clone. If you don't want Kenny, take his clone. Rather than like telling them the truth and being like, hey, the clone's probably going to be there next round. So I was a little upset at the. I don't remember which admin it was that said that, but I was a little upset at them for that one. Which was kind of the theme of the draft, but whatever. I digress. Trade Kenny to Alex for a good return. See, that was partially true. I think if he just hung on to Kenny or whatever, like, I didn't think. I had a bet. Yeah. I think there should have been like more objection, or there should have been like more transparency or whatever. I don't know, dude. There were multiple different ways that could have been handled way better than it was. So say I can't make coherent enough sentences to really get out my full thoughts on it, and I don't really think it's worth it. So he dropped George for Tiffany Bosworth. Oh shit, dude. That makes the eighth rounder even worse. Like, there's nobody that gets put in like a good light with that. You know? I don't know. I think the rest of Alex's team is kind of funny. He overdrafted he overdrafted Jason Kendall, took Jimmy Rollins, took Donald Vogel, took Libby Futterman. So all of his picks were basically like letting people fall to him, and then he randomly took Libby Futterman for some reason. Probably just because he wanted another power bat because he doesn't have one on this team. Like, this isn't the kind of team that like if you're just signing up and not going to play that you really pick. But I guess he wanted defense. I suppose. Oh shit, dude. That really sucks, man. You traded Ichiro and Annie for Susan and Libby. Oh, okay. So Libby actually wasn't his 132. Okay. That's better, I guess. I don't know. Annie for Libby is kind of an interesting trade because they do two very different things. Like it's hard to be like I drafted Annie because Annie's usually a later round pick anyways. So you usually have an idea of what you want to do with her. In my mind, it's kind of hard to go from that to being like, with Doodle. You mean, hang on, is Doodle in here? Doodle is not in here. You mean the guy that definitely shouldn't be playing this season, but for some fucking reason is? Yeah, okay. Um, anyway, Boss boosted Kenny. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know what's going on. 03 seems like it's kind of fucked right now. Not gonna lie, but um, I think his defense is decent. I think his offense really sucks. Though. This offense does not look fun to play with. It's not fun to use. I would not be if you like were like, hey Ace, do you want to come out of retirement and use this team? I would tell you no. So signing up for a league and not wanting to play and having this team to play with, like he's not gonna like his life. He's gonna like this type of team is the type of team that like doesn't really want to make you play next season. But I digress. Um Bobby's team. He has the Cubs. They are at Steel, it looks like. If they're existing this year at all as a shock. Yeah, I thought it was funny that they only had 6 players that are playing 03 only. What was TC and then a couple of rookies probably. And if I played this year, I'd probably just play 03 too, but I think 03 this year is going to be the fuck around league. For everybody not named um, TC and then maybe a couple of the rookies. Just kind of like quickly browsing through some of these teams. I can mod the game in meaningful ways. Yeah, it sucks because like the fields are a little bit cooler and there's all the interactions and shit, but you could always mod those interactions into O1. Nobody wanted them. That's true. So Bobby went Sammy Sosa, Victor Vaughn, Stuart Sullivan, Phil Nevin, Nicky Winston, Shane Smith, Joel Minotti, Nancy Chin, Dominic Hoskins. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. This looks like a Vis team. That's not a Vis team. If like Vis and Toast came together and made a team, this is the team I'd expect them to make. I'm only saying Vis is involved because there's Nancy fucking Chin on it, but you know, same thing. Couple of pitchers, couple of big bats. I think this is Bobby's way of just saying, I want to get a bunch of big bats and see what happens, which is kind of cool. Pretty based, not gonna lie. Defensively, this team will be good. He has speed for the outfield. He has arms for the infield. He has a catcher. Can get ported over. Interesting. Um, should be good. Should be a good team. think defensively it's probably better than offensively, but again, he has a lot of big power bats. And issues, just a little bit of a speed issue, but I think that's just an O3 thing in general. So, um, let's see. Crazy Eights. Crazy's team actually might work in this. Let's find out. It does. Hey guys, look at this. This works. Crazy Eights is at Parks. Looks like that's kind of cool. He has Keisha, Fred, Maple Leaves, Amanda Hellerman, Wing Kwan, Uma Morris, Sheila Basanti, Murray Goldman, Rose Flugel. Along the sound effects reporter over. To me, I think this is crazy. This looks like Crazy's kind of experimenting with players he normally wouldn't draft, but could see himself drafting in the future. So he wanted to experiment with Keisha, Fred. He's probably had Fred before, but Uma, I don't remember him having Uma in the past, but that might be wrong. Um, and then Sheila's just good that fell for some reason. I don't really know why. Um, Murray Goldman is just your catcher, and then Rose Fugel for last pick. Like Rose Fugel is kind of the quintessential. I don't know who else to fucking draft. Let's just draft Rose Fugel. Pretty sure he said Rose Fugel before. She usually plays second base for people. I don't recall him ever having Amanda Hellerman, but I think like again, this is just kind of him experimenting. Um, I agree with UPZ. I do think he's going to hate this offense. He does have Fred Benson, but Fred Benson's going to have to carry this team so hard for eights. So I think this is one of those teams where like Fred Benson hits 20 home runs. Nobody else hits more than like 10. Maybe he gets like 11 with Uma, but like, yeah. Defensively, this team's actually like really good. Um, Everybody has a position to play. He has rows with power ups. Like the second thing is he's at Parks, so the defense isn't going to matter as much. Like this isn't really a Parks offense though either, to be honest with you. And the fields where defense doesn't exist. That's super true. I think the only person that actually picked defense that like has a defensive field was JY, who went in thinking he was just going to pick defense. So we had Ekman Akers and was like the only person in that division to go Ekman Akers. Who the fuck is CS? CS is the Kasana guy, right? I feel really bad if he's in here right now. I don't mean to be upset. I just don't know who you are. Here at Steel, okay. Color or Kasana? Isn't it Kasana? I'm pretty sure it's Kasana. Color is TU. There's the next guy. Yeah. So Kasana went Barry Bonds at 20. That's a reach, isn't it? Can someone confirm that's a reach for me? Appreciate it. Gwen Sears at 25, Christopher Robin at 72, which I'm not a fan of. Elizabeth Peralta at 77, I'm also not a fan of. Ernie Steele at home. Lena, Stephanie Morgan, Gail Weinman, and Melissa Waters. Huh. I don't like the RP. Yeah, the RP is interesting, isn't it? I think this is one of those teams that you start. Oh, dude. Yeah, you know what you do with this team? You start Ernie. You put Melissa Waters on first base. And then you switch it so Ernie comes off the mound and then goes to first base. I'm pretty sure that's what you have to do. And then Melissa switches with, unfortunately, one of the Stephanies who have the exact same RP. So you kind of have to hide them a little bit, but it should be okay. I don't see why it wouldn't be okay. Where does Christopher play? Center field. It's Steel, so Christopher playing center field is fine. If I'm Gasana, I'm not worried about the playoff fields. I'm just trying to get everybody where they need to be. I think him at center field is fine for this team. Ezra third base. Actually, well, no, never mind. Ezra C, I guess. Yeah, Ezra C, Lena third base, Barry shortstop, Gwen Sears left field. Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't like the pick, but that's fine. Defensively, it'll be fine. Offensively, it's gonna be awful. I hate this team offensively. I hate this team offensively at Steel. Holy shit, dude! This is like the worst offense you can have at Steel. It's really bad. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, right. Like defensively at Steel, I actually like this team a lot, especially if he does do the Ernie Steele starting pitcher thing. The issue is like on actually big brain time. Ernie Steele doesn't even need to pitch, really. You could, well, actually, no, hold on. Ernie not at home sucks. Yeah, you need to pitch him. Never mind. I had this big brain idea where you just put Ernie at like third base, but that's not going to happen. Not at OA, anyways. Yeah, I agree. I think defensively it's a good team. Just that team's going to suck offensively so much. I hate using that team offensively. T color, I think you call those. Yeah, T color. Let's see if T color works. Oh, whoops! I had you guys on the wrong. Okay, well at least it works for this one. Fuck! The first time I messed up. T color has Jay Green, Hillary Vargas, Wally Evans, Emily Lubel, Jim Kiley, Sneak Chang, Rafael Hendricks, Clean Clinker, and Tim Hudson. Man, I'm an hour and a half into this. Okay, we're gonna speed time. I think a little bit. Um, Offensively, I don't actually like this team that much. I think Jay Green really has to carry. I'm not a fan of Vargas or Wally Evans offensively. Vargas was picked way too early on top of it. Um, this is strictly a defensive team he picked, except for Rafa, which makes sense. Defensively, this team is actually pretty good. Just this offense is gonna be kind of fucked. Not gonna lie. Um, DA, who's DA? I don't know who DA is. Not gonna lie. He is Dep half 679. Someone should probably tell him to get a better username. That he doesn't need to use the one that he got assigned from Discord. DA wants Maxwell, Maria Luna, Jeff Bagwell, Sean Green, Whitney Singh, Ollie Franklin, Rosanna Phelps, Johnny Omar, and Tiffany Bosworth. Hey, Viz. Oh, okay. Reversing the waiver single makes it a pretty great team. I don't know what that means, and I really want to know what it means. Who's picked Tiffany Bosworth before? Oh yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, yeah, absolutely agreed. Oh, Xavier. Okay, I got you. Defensively, this team is good. Offensively, this team fucking blows. This team is the worst offensive team we've seen so far. I would not want to use this team offensively, but defensively, this team is going to be very good. Except for the fact that they don't really have arms, but they also don't really need arms. I want to know where this team plays. Hold on 1 second. I didn't even switch it over for you guys. I'm super sorry. And it's not going to work anyways. Look at this tab. Oh man, it's great. Parks. The team of Parks fucking blows. I hate it so much. If they get like 3 wins, I will be incredibly surprised. DG. DG is Doodle. Oh no, it's Doodle. He's not even here. All right, without looking at this team, I'm gonna say it blows. Let's find out. Ichiro, Nomar, Mikey. Just go watch their name. Frank Thomas, Andy Frazier, Paco, Linda, and Lara. So remind me, I think you just picked most of his favorites, right? So Frank Thomas went way later than his ADP. Proud of everybody. Good job on everybody. Andy Frazier was inexplicably picked 123. Holy fuck. Did my team survive? Yuria. I just had to type to Yuri really quick. DG. I don't remember. Oh, that's right. Okay. Um, Kind of hate this team. Not gonna lie. If Nomar is your second best player, you've done something wrong with your life. If Mikey's your third best player, you've really done something wrong with your life. And to be honest with you, this team doesn't really have like a fifth best player. It just has a bunch of like random okay players. Um, Also, if Ichiro is your best player, like I don't know. has no bats. He has no bats. He doesn't believe in bats, and it doesn't really believe in anything. Not a fan. Not a fan of that team. Pretty bad team. GB. GB is George Bernoulli's. I don't know who that is. Must be a rookie. I also don't know where they are in this team loader thing. Did he change his initials halfway through? Oh no, he's right there. Okay, never mind. All right, GB went Marilyn McDonald, Brenda Markart, Jack Doyle, Francesca Whitaker, Tanya Uchida, Karen Donato, Tracy Oban, Ricky Johnson, PJ Sharif. Instantly, I know somebody helped him with this draft. Paco for Petra. Gross. And this team's another steel team. Interesting. Okay. So McDonald, Brendan Markart, it's a good defense. Instantly a really good defense. Doyle's a really good defender as well. He doesn't have like a mainline power bat at steel, which is mildly interesting. He has like a lot of people that could theoretically hit over the field in center field, over the fence in center field, but like you kind of just want to hit the shed. Even if it's the side of the shed, you still want to hit the shed. Actually, a decent rookie team. Dude, can you imagine if this team wasn't at fucking steel, dude? Team would be great. Holy shit. At steel? I don't know, dude. It's not amazing. Let me put it that way. That said, it's the best rookie team so far. Hey, George is here. Hey, what's up, George? George, good job. Honestly, really good job. I don't know who helped you, but somebody helped you. And they helped you a lot, and it was really good. So, love the Ricky Johnson. I'm assuming you're putting him at first base, because why wouldn't you? I don't know where Jack Doyle plays when he's not pitching, but like I was a big fan of Jack Doyle. So I like it. George an online transplant. I don't know what field to potentially swap to. I don't know what field you're allowed to swap to is the issue. Um I hate how hard it is to figure out like who plays at what field. So you could swap to TCA, Sandy Flats, and that's it. Or Acme. Um Honestly, this is a really good TCA team, if you wanted, in my opinion. It's not particularly fast, but like most of your players sands two hit the wall. So I wouldn't mind you at TCA. I don't like this team too much. It's Sandy. You could go Scrapco. Actually, yeah, Scrapco could be fun. Just an idea. IS. Overall though, yeah, good job. I avoided the it's fine. Avoiding the three fields is what people like, anyways. That's the wrong one. Who is IS? Hey, this one works. Cool. Somebody ping me. Oh. Um, who is IS? Oh, I am Slim 22. Okay. Give me 1 second. Um, Cheryl Reynolds, Wendy Parsons, Veronica Lee, Trent Sizemore, AVD, Ramona, Jillian Payne, Perry Marks, and Judy Bonzo. Defensively, looks okay. Um, Offensively, this team kind of isn't amazing. Cheryl's really going to put in a lot of work. He did get Perry Marks afterwards, but a lot of people that use Perry Marks aren't a fan of Perry Marks, except for like Emery and Jibbo. So I could see a world where he's not going to like this offense, but the defense should be just good enough to like keep him in games, depending on what happens with Ramona Bennett. Everything else looks pretty okay. That should be good. Okay. Sorry, I had something else going on at the moment, but I think it's all been cleared up. Hey, Marcus and CG, my rookie season. I am Slim. Very much a hit grounder prey team. Yeah, this is very much a hit grounder prey team. The nice thing is, this is the first rookie team I've seen that actually has decent speed, like as a whole. So that's kind of nice. It's nice to see somebody that's like kind of all in on the grounders at least. But there's definitely gonna be games where like they get frustrated. Hopefully the defense is good enough to keep them in games. JL is that Jugger Law dude. That's not working, so we're gonna share this. He went Leo Wayne, Mr. Clanky, Sonia Hagen, Carlos Delgado, um, Carlos Beltran, Tina Herrera, Barry Allen, Marky Dubois, and Chucky Flunder. So if I'm JL and I have Marky Dubois on my team, I would be asking if I can get a Sox name instead of a. Wait, no, hold on. You want to play against the Sox? Never mind. Did anybody pick a Sox name? I'm guessing no. They usually get avoided. Yeah, nobody did. That sucks. You're never getting boosted, man. You're never getting boosted. It's too bad. Um, Carlos Ocampo, 3 Carloses. Yeah, should have. Man, these younger guys and their memes, man. Just don't know the memes. It's too bad. I think defensively, honestly, it's a solid team. The only issue is like he has. I'm guessing he's at Dubois Stadium. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense then. He's at Dubois Stadium, so his defense at home will be decent. His defense away is not going to be good because he says Gary Allen. He's hiding Dubois somewhere, and then Chucky Flunder is Chucky Flunder. Like Chucky Flunder is your very generic. I hate this defense a lot. Because of Clanky? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. Probably overlooking the Clanky base. But like Clanky Delgado to switch between 1B and Leah. No. So you start Delgado, you put Clanky on first base, and then you put Leah somewhere like I don't know, right field. It's not great. It does mean somebody has to play left field. I don't know who plays left field in this team. Kind of sucks. Yeah, no, the more you look at it, the more you think the defense is going to be bad. God damn it, dude. That's not true. Tina Herrera, Carlos Beltran, those two can kind of make plays. Granted, Herrera is going to be a catcher, but, same thing. I'm ignoring those for the argument. It's fair. I'd ignore them too if they didn't fit my narrative. um, yeah, I don't know, dude. This doesn't look like a 500 team to me, to be honest. Lil Waz. Let's see if Lil Waz's team works. I think it should. It does. Hey, look, come back over here. Lil Waz went Zenon, Kathy, Chipper, Dante, Scotty, Fernando Diaz, Jim Tomey, Bobby Bulgran, and Aaron Harris. So he went defense when he couldn't go offense. and offense whenever possible. Makes sense. Aaron Harrison, Bobby Bullgreen on the same team kind of freaks me out a little bit. To see when he's probably gonna have to start one of them and then put the other on second base. I'm guessing, which means Chipper Jones is pitching for this team at some point. That's not good. So I guess you go what Chipper SP then. Then you have Bobby, 2B, Aaron in right field, and then you pray it's Aaron coming in. I guess. Good luck. Good luck. Um, yeah, the rest of this looks okay. The offense will be okay. Scotty Roth will be Scotty Roth. At least the offense is done in. Yeah. I don't know, dude. He has to like outscore the other team. Where is his? He's at playground. Okay. I don't like this team at playground. I don't think. My team should be. Yeah, I'm gonna blow through these though. All right, Matitude. Matitude did this cool thing where he went all out on offense. Let's see if this works. No, go back. Matitude doesn't work. Cool. Come back over here. Matitude went all out on offense. I think it's a really cool concept of a team. I think he's probably going to lose a couple of games, but since it's Matitude, he's gonna win. 9 games. Um, Defensively, this team is absolute bullshit. But who cares? Just score runs, go haha. Got all these fucking 100 bats he has. 498 plus bats. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, he had to nowhere just to, like, hold the defense stable. And to convince him to do it, Vicky SP. Why do you want your best defensive player pitching and then goes to shortstop? Oh, she was a shortstop. Okay. Is he really on sand? Is the motherfucker on sand? No, he's not. Okay, good. Holy shit, for a second there, I really thought he was on sand. Because it's Scrapco. Because you need all the buffer Isabel. Oh shit, dude, you're right. Yeah, it's not wrong. I'd almost rather see Deirdre on the mound, though, to be honest with you. When you travel a team, do you even care? No, you don't. I'd go Deirdre and then switch Deirdre with Jerry, personally. Because I don't give a shit about Deirdre. MC. Does MC work? That's the next question. MC does not work. Cool, we're just staying here. Claudia, Jimmy Norp, Matessa Sturges, Robert Young, Timmy Younger, Derek McCattery, Ray Tran, BJB, Tatiana. Tatiana going at 211. Somewhere, what's his face is weeping right now. Holy shit, dude. What's his name? That one dude likes the Celtics. Anyway, 26. Uh, T-Boz, yeah, I used to go Tatiana like fucking 6th round or whatever. Um, Offensively, this team looks actually pretty good. I like this team's offense a lot. It's a really offensive team. Defense, I don't know where he's putting anybody, and I'm pretty sure this RP situation is gonna fuck shit up. But oh, it looks fun. Looks like a really fun team, to be honest. Cherry has himself a good for sure. I like it. MK. Wait, okay, hold on. Who let MK draft Barrett Greenwald? I know who MK is. We were so happy for him that he finally learned how to draft. And then he took Brad Radke at 125. And then somebody let him take Barrett. Let's see. Free agency. You forgot to draft the C. Oh shit. ATC, if you were nice, you'd just trade him Heidi. So you didn't have to roll out fucking Barrett all year. But something tells me you're not going to do that. Oh, a list of the two C's left of the lower B. Dude, why you just have an high RP one? You could have put you could have either started Brad Radke and then put them on catcher, or you could have started Brad Radke at catcher and then put the other pitcher that plays catcher on pitcher. Not have you seen the rest of his fucking team? What else do you want him to do? I don't want him to have fucking Barrett Greenwald all game. Like at that point, fucking punt catcher. It's at Ekman. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Like at some point, you have to realize I'm not gonna have a catcher. Fuck catcher. Or just make Brad your catcher after he pitches. Like one of those two things need to happen, I think. But anyways, I'm not a fan of Barrett on the team at all. That's dumb. I don't know, man. Anyway, MM. Who the fuck is MM? Why have so many M teams? Shrewsbury. Oh yeah, I remember Shrews. Hey Shrews, what's up, Shrews? The best record with a team he didn't draft Barrett, but okay. Giving the guy whose best record was with a team he didn't draft Barrett. Team he didn't draft. Oh yeah. I got you. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't like. We can do better, guys. We can do better. I don't know. Shrews went Ken Griffey Jr., Jane Davis, Randy Johnson, Caden, Lisa with Mike. That's cool. Andy Uno, Chad Koppel, and Matthew LaCruz. I think this defense is going to be simultaneously both better and worse than what he thinks it's going to be. This ninth is Gresham. Hey man, Gresham C is won some games. Let me tell you. Well, let me tell you the story about this guy named Guy Smiley who put Gretchen at catcher. That team held other teams to under 0 runs. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Shrews does this thing where he never drops himself in a fucking offense and then he picks a defense and then people are like, damn, Shrews, you really got yourself a good team here. But then it turns out to not be enough offense for him. It's the same exact thing here. I don't like this team. It's like not enough offense. 2-1-4 relays. Hell yeah, brother. Just when you think you can steal with your 4 speed guy, ain't gonna fucking happen. That's funny. All right, MP. Who the fuck is MP? What the fuck? Who's this guy? He also doesn't fucking work in the team viewer. Maple Teal, Milwaukee Melonheads playing on Playground Commons. I don't know who this guy is, dude. Zena Davy, Pamela Kirkos, drafted. Yeah. Probably drafted Lisa Blakely, Todd Halton, Alan Cozart, Angela Del Vecchio, Dominic Lowe, Todd Xavier. Okay, so he picked 2 people here, Zena and Davy. I like those picks. Every other pick he picked are people or kids I don't like. I don't like any of these kids. I don't like Pamela. I don't like Lisa. I don't like Todd. I don't like Don. I don't like Angela. I don't like Dominic. I sure as fuck don't like Todd Xavier. Fucking no arm team over here. No arms. He's got no speed. He's got like some bats, but they're not good enough. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, dude? This fucking team might be the worst team I've seen yet. Not Guy Smiley bad, but like Jesus Christ, dude. Like the defense is gonna be hanging on by a prayer. The offense is gonna be fucking. Remember, this reminds me of those. You remember that one guy, the Nodakian, who picked like Xenon, hit like I don't know 20 home runs with Xenon. The rest of the offense did fuck all. This is the repeat of that. This guy is just Nodakian, but like Squared. I don't like this team. I hate this team. This team is so fucking bad. All right. P.S. P. Sanchez. No, Todd Davey. RP is gross. Yeah, no shit, dude. Holy shit. He's never having a defense in his life. Alrighty. P.S. P. Sanchez. He went the Jeter A-Rod experience. That's cool. Didn't have to trade for it, looks like. Star Moonbeam, Jimmy Rollins, Molly May, Frankie Holly, Justin Smith, Arlene Perez, and Reese Worthington with Jeter. Yeah, that's a fucking team. That's a fucking team right there, dude. Not gonna lie. I don't think it was a Cinda pick, but every other pick is really good. I really like this team. Good shit, PS, man. That's good shit. Good luck with Jacinda, obviously, but yeah, I like it. He sniped poor Doodle. Dude, fuck Doodle, honestly. Like, why the fuck is that guy still in this league? Somebody tell me. Somebody make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. I would have fucking shit canned him before he even joined the league. How the fuck do you tell somebody to go like KMS and they get to like fucking take one day off and then be back? It's fucking bullshit. Anyway. PZ, Valentino, Francis Bluer, Weber's, Maya, Liz, Barbara Jones, Jody, all yeah, good, solid, really solid team all around. Really like it. Going second Weber at 137 is smart. Other league, I think it was like 72 or some bullshit, and I thought that was way too early. But 137 is about right for that. So good job, PZ. Did I see the meme? No, I did not see the meme, nor do I really feel like it. And the meme. Oh wait. Hold on. You mean this meme? It's all the blonde girls. Yeah. The blonde girls worked out for you. I think it helps that like you didn't really reach for him either. That's pretty cool. Good job, man. Good for you. Except for Liz, you kind of reach for Liz, but that's whatever. Defense is gonna be really good too. Your offense, you just don't have a power bat, but like, who gives a shit? Where are you playing, anyways, PZ? Dirt. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Good job. By the way, when I read, did you see the meme? I thought somebody memed Doodle, and I didn't give a shit about whatever somebody memed Doodle. But I want to say that I didn't see the meme of PZ's team. SK. Now I gotta learn somebody else's fucking name. Who the fuck is SK? Sky? Alright. Hi Sky. I didn't mean that in that way. I'm sorry. There's just, a lot of new initials I gotta learn. Henri K. O'Toole at 46. No 3. Damn, dude. Nice. Luann, Louis. Please tell me you didn't get a single starting pitcher with Luann. That's so sad for you. I'm so sorry. Peggy Heffernan, Ruth Proots, Horace Young, Sophie Meyer, Albert Pujols at 159. 159? This, I need help here. This, how the fuck? Ableton Hudson doesn't work with boots. With Boost. Hudson doesn't work with Boost? That's weird. I don't know. I feel like when they get rid of Doodle's team, you should just steal whoever he has. Oh, never mind. He doesn't have one. That's too bad. Pretty great, but Luann. I just kind of gave up. Whoa, dude! Like what? How did they go 159, dude? That's crazy. That's nuts. This is every Luann team. You're not wrong. I do like the rest of this team though. It's actually really good. Luann at 63 is just kind of hard, dude. That sucks. I'd like if I were you, I'd be trying to trade Luann to some team that has a starting pitcher and then see what they'd give you in return. If you get like a pick 75, even like I think you just take it and run. Because that'd make this team way better. It's just hard to have a team with Luann and Sophie Meyer because like those are your two main pitchers and they don't really want to play the same position. So then you're looking at okay, well now I have to start Henri and then put Luann in the outfield. But then I can't have Sophie play 1B, so now I'm playing Sophie 2B or some shit. Like It's hard. It's really hard. Um, so that'd be my first phone call would be to somebody with a starting pitcher that might be young and wants to use actual kids. Um, I don't remember where Randy went, but yeah. Anyway, or not Rand. Yeah, Randy actually works. Holy shit! I meant Radke, but I said Randy, and it still worked out. All right, TC. Oh, no, dude, for your first draft, like, good job, good job, good job, good job. Give your thoughts or positions. I don't need your thoughts, but you can give the positions if you want. Try to get Radke, but Mike declined. Yeah, I think you have to do the other way, where you trade Luan to um Mike for I don't know Andrew Gaudreau, not Andrew Gaudreau, maybe Lance. Does Lance work for that? Probably, right? I think Lance works for you. T color wanted speed. T color's not in this league, is he? Oh, he is. Holy shit! Look at that. For who though? Wally Evans or Emily Lubel? Either one of those are especially good for you. I mean, Molly's Wally, but like, anyway, I'll let you figure that one out, dude. It's all you. You got this. TC said Artie, Pete, Alexis, Ham, Dimitri, Earl, Richie, third reliever, Petra. Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense. What field are you at, TC? Parks. Yeah, all right, that works. I think I would have wanted Ham to be another speedy guy. I don't like Ham on this team, but everything else makes sense. I think Richie was drafted way too high, but I think you know that because you just wanted the meme. Um, yeah, I got you. All right, this you're up. Let's see, we got Lindsay, Maynard, Stan, Tony, Ingrid, Fabienne, Tom Glass, Zoe Mallory, Mary Riley. Yeah, that's fine. Good team. I think you already know it. Are you playing Tony 1B? Richie and Heidi both counterintuitive intentionally so. Tony like short. Okay. Maynard 3B. Ingrid 3B. What? Maynard where? Where are you putting Maynard in the team outfield? Yeah, the issue with this team is you have like fucking 8 third basemen. That's fine. And then Tom Glass for some fucking reason. You're the only player that likes these and always picks one of these players. You know that, right? I guess you make it work, so whatever. I'm not gonna complain. Everyone thought I was a genius. I got sucked into it, dude. I had that 3 home run game. And I was like, holy shit, these guys are goaded. And now I know they're not. So you know. All right. Wheelie fan. Ozzetto 3, Wheelie fan, Marcellus Marks, Sally Dobbs, Faye Dawson. Sally Dobbs at 34? Jesus Christ. Holy shit. I don't know about that one. It's a little high for Sally Dobbs. Faye Dawson, Babytron, Babytron, Christine Beatty, blah, 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 blah. All right. Defense is going to be good. Offense is going to be kind of bad. Offense is going to be, there's not like a cohesive idea here is the issue. They all want to do different things. Like, you want but then you like I don't know, man, dude. This team is a conglomeration of a bunch of random stupid ideas that don't make any sense together. Not a fan. Not a fan of the team. Let's go to O2. I'm gonna laugh a lot, I think, at this one. Where'd the person that wanted O2 go? Where did any of the people that wanted O2 go? Where'd she go? One chick. Ah, hi Jake. There's one other person who was chatting earlier. Um hmm. Maybe if I just search for O2. Cleveland was here. You were here. Sarah, Apex of Babylon. Okay. I will at Sarah Apex of Babylon. Doing O2. And then Cleveland Rockers was another one. Doodle is Cleveland. Wait, what? Sarah is also Doodle? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. You mean to tell me we have to fucking ban two of these shits? Because they're the same fucking person? Like, first off, we should already be banning people for alting. But secondly, we should be fucking banning people for goddamn telling people to KMS. Like, excuse me? Excuse me? What are we doing as a server? Holy shit, dude. I'm so fucking upset. It's not an alt duel to change their name. What do you mean? They've definitely chatted as both Sarah Apex of Babylon and Doodle. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Oh, they changed their name. Oh, I got you. Trade committee has been streaming for 3 hours. Not even, dude. It's been streaming for. Holy shit, have I been streaming for 3 hours? Fuck. Sorry, I just needed to take a moment of silence for my fucking life and all the decisions that made me get to this point. I hate my life. All right, 05. By that I mean 02. Sorry about that. I need to do this so that get to this and then figure out where the fuck 05 is. Do any of the O2 work or no, Viz? Because this one didn't even like go anywhere. All right, anyway. Just use the master, it'll save you time. Yeah, okay, I got you. All right, 05. Ahmed Khan, Mr. Clanky, Mark McGuire, Hillary Vargas, Kristen Sullivan, Amir Khan, Ramona Bennett, Vincent Sweet, Butch Strad. Took Amir way too early. Um, and then randomly went defense after going offense for so many picks. Clanky fucks this team up. If this team didn't have Clanky, I'd actually call this team really fucking good. But Clanky makes this team awful, I think, right? Like the SP is just gonna be fucked. Half auto picks? I don't know. I don't know who 05 is, though. That's my other issue. Who the fuck is 05? Um, Train Boy 2005. No, Train Boy wasn't the half auto pick team. That was your whatever. Your Rakaz? Yeah. However you pronounce that, dude. Sounds like Russian or some shit. I don't know. I can't speak Cyrillic. Um, Ahmed Khan. Yeah, I think the offense, like the offense looks. He drafted defense and then picked Ahmed, Mark McGuire, Amir Khan, and a Ramon Bennett to go with his defensive team, and then also pick Clanky, which fucks your defense. So basically, what I'm saying is I don't understand what the fuck's going on with this team, and I don't like it. 4 wins. 4 win team. CC. CC went Pablo Deirdre Ham. And then I took over and I picked him Joan May, Babytron, Perry Marks, Forrest Young was auto picked, and then I picked Paco Kaufman and Johnny Omar. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Ace, what the fuck were you thinking? Here's what I'll tell you. He and I had a conversation in his DMs, whereupon he said, and I quote, I want to swing power. So I did. Tron at 113 is the steal of the draft. You're not wrong. I couldn't believe Babytron was still there, and I didn't have the heart to pick anybody else outside of Babytron because, quite frankly, it was the steal of the draft. So hopefully we made him just enough defense to go along with his fucking offense, and he'll have fun. But his team is still gonna give up 200 runs anyways. Kasana in the O2 draft went Sammy, Sally, Sean, Ernie. I'm guessing he's at Steel because he took Ernie at fucking 95. Holy shit, what are you doing? Carlos, Kurt, Angela, Jace Giambi, Gretchen Hasselhoff. These picks are okay. Actually, I don't really like the Ernie Steele pick. Carlos, Sean, Sally, Sammy are all good picks. Kurt, Angela, Jason, and Gretchen are the opposite of good picks. The first two picks look like, yeah. PCHS was like, yeah. The season was the Let's Kill the Sally Dobbs hype season. Fucking excuse you. I picked Sally Dobbs for Chris, and Chris is gonna take that team to the playoffs. Go fuck yourself. Um, goddamn, dude, these picks are horrendous. Horrendous, dude. The other two teams, yeah, you're not wrong. I don't know what to do with this team, man. Anyway, I gotta move on. This is gonna get bad. I have just enough of a buzz now that I've finished my pint that I may not go. I may not be able to hold myself back from some of the shit that's about to happen. I'm sure. Uh, Jeter, Garcia Parra, Sophie Meyer, Samuel Middleton, Singh, Kawaguchi, Hoban, Gary Allen, PJ Sharif. Mike Krazers is actually like a pretty decent team. I think it's a pretty decent team, right? Like you ever drafted Tracy, but he wanted a catcher. Yeah. No, actually, I think I like this team. Gary Allen, like at 170, Gary Allen's pretty good. And Sharif is probably like one of the better picks you can get late. So Jeter seventh though. Yeah, but like his ADP is 8. He's already picked like seven's about as high as you want to take him, right? Where does his team play? Why? Why would you ask me that of all people? Giants. He's playing at Playground Commons. This team at Playground is kind of goated, not gonna lie. This is kind of where you want to play this team. So I like it. I think this is a good team. Yeah. Honestly, like probably early World Series team right here, I'm guessing. Imagine with Sosa though. I don't have any refute for that. You're right. Like, yeah, that makes sense. But like, look at the left side of the infield at Playground Commons. Like, he took Sophie Mayer later. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. He's just gonna ground her ball, you know? It'll be fine. DA. I remember DA being earlier. I don't remember his name. It unless he's here. Is he here right now? Is the DA? Is the DA here? Do I need to be worried? Oh yeah, Dipaf. Yeah. It's 679 or whatever the fuck. Defpa. Anyway, Uncle McElroy Weber's took the second Weber at 92. Motherfucker, wait another 40 picks, 50 picks. Jesus Christ. Jillian Payne, Ricky Holly, Robbie Bacco, Brett Olson, Dominic Hoskins. Threatened to snipe him in the fucking O2 league? Jesus, dude, whatever. Fucking O2 dweebs. Jesus. All right, anyway. This team, I know all the names of this team, so that's good. And they're very much a defensive team. So we picked defense and then picked Julie Dunkel. So it's Julie Dunkel and a bunch of defensive dweebs. If this isn't an Ekman team, I'm gonna be really upset. Let's see where they play, shall we? DA Aquatides plays at Dirt Yards. This would be such a good team if it was at fucking Ekman with their fucking Dirt Yards. This team is doomed. Doomed. Yeah, anyway, moving on. Sucks to suck. EGA is Doodle, right? I'm skipping Doodle's team. DK. The fuck is DK? Dude, who the fuck is DK? Diski? Who the fuck is that? And where do they play? They play at Dirt Yards. Okay, this is another Dirt Yards team. Uh, Diski. Wassersas, Raul, Zana, Wally, Earl, Caden, Christopher Robin, Vic Souffle, Melissa Waters, Thor Herring. Thor Herring? Hey, what up? What up, stud? Another BBOL guy? Is this a guy that should be in O2 League, or is this a guy that should be okay into an O2? Because his drafting tells me he plays online and doesn't give a shit about defense, and then was like, wait a second, I need a catcher. Whoopsies. Even though he had Raul, I don't know why did he do that. Just use Raul as your catcher and don't use Thor. Why did this guy pick Thor? Can somebody tell me? A lower level player, but he did all right. All right. Oh, he said he was hype about Thor. All right, whatever. FF. Jay Green, Alex Rodriguez, Barbara Jones, Christian Beatty, Nikki Winston, Ingrid, Kimmy, Nan Porter, Artie Pimbleton. Yeah, this team. They play defense. I don't hate it. I don't hate it a lot. His last pick is already Pimbleton. It's probably a good team. I like this team. I don't like Barbara Jones, but I like the rest of it. If you switch up Barbara Jones from literally anybody else that you could pick at about that time, I would love this team. This would be a great team. But I don't know about that one. I'm guessing he's at Ekman. Just throwing it out there. Oh, it's probably too early for Ekman though, too. Yeah, it is. That's too early for Ekman. I'm probably gonna hate this team more I look at it, but I'm not gonna look at it anymore. FJ, Larry Walker, Francis Bluer, um, Star, Mo, Ivan, Scotty Roth, Joel Minotti, Clean Clinker, Jody Abunza. Very defensive team. Super defensive team. With Joel. I like that. I like this team. I think this is a pretty good team. Good team. Good job. I don't know where you're putting Ivan at all, but other than that, good team. Probably third base with Clinker. And then Francis comes in later. Yeah, that's fine. Larry Walker at 12. Look, I didn't look at the pick numbers. We're not looking at pick numbers for F2, dude. Like, it's just not gonna happen. I know some shit's gonna be fucked up, dude. Um, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. That's actually really fucked up. To pick Larry Walker over Marilyn or Raul, I mean, it's pretty fucked up. GB went Leah Wayne. GB still here? GB is still here. Cool. Leah Wayne, Claudia, Vladimir, Kendall, Liz, Ruth, Annie, Ricky, George Coleman. It's definitely a team. I'd probably. I think how I would do this. That's really hard RP wise. Really hard RP wise. I'm trying to think of like you kind of want to start George Coleman. But then where do you start Leo Wayne? Or do you? Oh, all right, GB. GB, you want some goat? You want some goat cheese right here? I'll give you a little bit of goat cheese. Goat cheese with this team. is you start Vladimir Guerrero, and then you put Leo Wayne at like wherever the fuck you want to put Leo Wayne. Doesn't even matter. That's the goat cheese of this team. Um, Actually, that's not the goat cheese of this team because you kind of want Vlad to catch, don't you? God damn it! You want Vlad to catch for this team. All right, I lied. You know what? That's not goat cheese. That's the opposite. All right, real goat cheese. A little bit of real goat cheese on this team. Um, I had some goat cheese. Oh, you know what? Actually, the goat cheese is normal. You just start Andy Fraser. Start Andy Fraser on the mound. It's fine. He'll be fine. He'll be good. Her one stamina will definitely. Her one stamina will definitely last, brother. Let me tell you. I don't know what the goat cheese of this one is, dude. I thought maybe Ricky SP could be cool, but then the issue with that is, well, actually, no, is that an issue? I don't think that's an issue. Ah, it's fine. You just do that. You put Annie in first base. This team doesn't really have a second baseman at all or anything, so you could just, Ricky TB with Leo and TB. Could be an idea. Don't ask me what you do after that, though. I don't fucking know, dude. Jake. Field cement. Let's go. We got Pete Wheeler left field. Love it. That's cement? Fuck yeah, dude. Sarah Maxwell center field. Glenn Sears. Okay. Aegon. Yeah. Who's shortstop though? Gwen Sears is shortstop. Perfect. Ezra the third base. Perfect. In Kwan pitcher. Okay. Michi 1B, sure. Donald Vogel catcher, yeah. 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 I wish Raouf was like literally anybody else. Other than that, I like this team. Roof, right field. What are we doing? We want Wing Quan. See, here's the thing though, is like Wing Quan, you don't really want Wing Quan second base. You want Wing Quan to be right field. So hear me out. You're not gonna like this. But I think you actually want Jerry in right field. And I think you want Wing Quan starting. And then you move Mariana Rauf to second base. You just flip those. Um Yeah, because you want Wing Quan in right field. You don't want Mariana in right field. Jerry in right field smells so bad. Guys, no, because you want Wing Quan in right field. So by switching Mahoney and Rauf around, you should never end up with Jerry in center field. I don't think. I don't think. You might. I shouldn't say never, but like, do you? No, you should. Should be fine. Anyway, yeah, yeah. That's what I would do. Any other questions, Jake? Hopefully, I answered that to the best of my ability. I mean, I did answer that to the best of my ability, but tried, tried anyways. Sure. Yeah, pretty much. The big issue is like it's where you want Wing to end up. Above 500 for the team in this league. Yeah, I think so. I think like the thing is like Pete on defense, Sarah on defense, Ezra at third base, and then Donald Vogel catcher. Those four limit the damage that people can do against your team. So you should be going into every game at cement with the idea that if you score more than 7 runs against this kind of competition, you're probably going to win the game. So if you think you can score more than 7 runs, you're good. If you can score more than 3 runs, but less than 7 runs, you're probably going to win like 3 games at home. So, not bad. But you just have to remember, like, random bounces and those fucking bouncing home runs to the left are always going to fuck with everybody. They fuck with everybody equally. So. Okay. Just to confirm, sorry, I'm gonna do this tradey confirm me. This also was confirmed. Okay. So Lil Waz is no longer here. V-Ball has never been here. IT, your trade was accepted. Pretty obviously. And the other trade was also accepted, I think. All right. Anyway. Cool. Sorry about that. JL, the law dude, the O1 law dude. Woohoo. Fucking hate everybody here, dude. All right, Chica Papas, Cal Ripken Jr. taken way too early. Anzer D. Washington probably taken too early. Sonia Hagen, Wenda Parsons, Sonia Achita, H. Chan, Bobby Bulgarian, Murray Goldman. So his last 2 picks are actually really good for where they were taken. The rest of his team is fine. I think his RP is going to be fucked. All right, his RP is completely fucked. I don't have anything good to say about it, to be honest. His defense is going to be kind of fucked, too. His offense is going to be all right. Defense is going to be completely fucked. This is a team you're going to be able to score 20 runs on. Have fun, everybody. JR. JR's here. Hi, JR. What up, buddy? You've stuck around for a long time for one payoff, but we're here. If you want to throw your defense into the chat, I'll take a look at it. We have Zenon, Victor, K O'Toole. Hey, nice. Debbie, Jack, Holly, Randy, Cindy, Linda. Jack going 71 in that league is really cool. By really cool, I mean I don't know why he fell that far. You are playing at Oysters Bed Gardens. So your left fielder has to be your best player, and it is. Jack's playing third base, so Victor goes to third base when he's done. Victor is 80 or 80. Okay. Enough. 90 coordination, too. That's super cool. Third base. Yeah. Awesome. Love it. Linda Potter. Jorge, a little bit too height. Yeah, but you don't really have anybody else that can play 1B. All right. That's fine. E5 speed for Victor. Yeah, so they're the same speed. Victor's a better arm. Huh. Victor pitches, right? 190. Yeah, Victor pitches. Okay. That sucks. So, yeah, how you have it is basically how you have to have it, except for Debbie. I don't like Debbie being center field. That also is a question you could have. Actually, no. That does make a little bit of sense, Vis, because of the higher coordination. Yeah. Granted, I think Holly should probably be center field, but like I'd put Holly center field, Debbie right field, I think, or even Randy Uno right field as an arm, and then Debbie would play second base. Oh, Jack eventually goes to 1B. Yeah, that makes sense. Playoff time. Would you rather have the stronger fielder in center or right? Um, that's who you are. I personally like having the stronger arm and right. I feel like the RP might be out big braiding. Um, no, I think I like it because then he goes. Jack goes the first, which makes sense. The issue is like who's scoring 10 runs in this league, which I think is what you're trying to get at, this. But going to SS if Victor starts. If Victor plays SS. Nothing. Nothing's wrong about that. Nothing at all is wrong about that. But then who plays 1B? So you want Victor to play SS. Oh, are you saying Linda SP Jack 1B? Linda SP won't Jack 1B and then Jack could go play shortstop? That'd work. But I think at cement you want the taller player at third base. Because you want to try cutting down on liners to left. The question would be, you know, who's gonna score on that team anyway? Yeah, I mean, if you hit it to center, you're fucking scoring, dude. Debbie can't do shit in center field. Fucking A. Like I'd switch. I would at least switch Randy and Debbie. To be honest with you, but that's how little I trust Debbie in fucking center field. All right. How many more teams I have? I have quite a few. Fuck. All right, LA. We're gonna blow through these a little bit. I think that's the last person I have. Towers might actually be on here. Yeah, Towers is on here. All right. We're gonna skip through some of these and then get to Towers. Oh, it's like fucking break my speaker on the way down. Give me 1 second. I'll do what I just did. Happens. All right. LA, what? Henry, Juan, Brendan Markhart, late pick, Brendan Harmer. Luan Louis, early. AVD, early. Sheila Basanti, about right. Herrera, Mary Riley, Marquis Dubois. Marquis Dubois being your last pick's not the worst. Interesting. It's a foot offense. The defense is pretty decent too, honestly. I mean, that's a pretty good team all around. Start running instead of so it works. If you think you're gonna be playing IT, yeah, not a bad idea. I like that team. Good team. LA. Who's that? I don't know. The L Train. I don't even know who that is. Are they in the server? I haven't seen them. MC Emily Lubel, Larkin and Lubel. Sweet. Andy Coolidge, Goudreau, and LG. Jimmy Unger, Rafa, Olga, Felix Grants. I like that everybody has a catcher. That's kind of cool. Defense, not the best offense, but I'll probably take it. Good shit. MK, not in chat. Cool. Raul, Fred, Courtney, Martini, Alexis, Raytran, Fabian Callahan, Lorelai K, Rosanna Phelps, last pick. Cool. It's a really good offense and just enough defense that they'll be okay. Overall, I like that team. Cool team. It's like an 0-1 team. And no 2. Not bad. Good for them. Good job, okay. NP. Ken Griffey, Marcellus Mark, Stan, Olf, Grace Tipton, Yvonne Carter, Jim Kiley, Shane Smith, Jack Hopple, Nate Kowalski. Another Nate Kowalski believer. Crazy. How do we get two of them? People tried this year. That's true. Hey, you got another catcher. Like, that's super cool. You have like a third baseman and a shortstop, and there's some like semblance of outfield. And these pitchers like actually don't make any sense, but like, you tried. You tried. Cheryl, Jimmy, Chipper, Lance, Francesca, Libby, Rickwell, Todd Xavier. Oh, really, Todd's on this team. He already had like plenty of pitching. I mean, I shouldn't say Chipper and part of that, but like nobody's scoring 15 runs. Olive, interesting. Why is Todd not the last player? I don't know. Probably didn't think they'd get to him. Why is Todd on this team? I don't know. Why is Raquel on this team? Probably because they wanted something that doesn't do anything. I don't know. All right, Towers, you're here. Towers of Obscure went Kenny Lofton clone, Jane Davis, Veronica Lee, Dante Robinson, Trent Sizemore, Derek McCattery, Stephanie Morgan, Michiko Adachi, and Jose Meisenheimer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but your best catcher is your starting pitcher. No, Jose doesn't have an arm. Never mind. You're playing Trent at C then. That's the Dante shortstop. Stephanie Morgan 1B. Michiko plays wherever Michiko plays. I put Michiko on third base on this team. Kenny Lofton left field. Jane Davis right field. Mark Lee center field. It's a good outfield. I don't like the infield, but the outfield's good. I don't know what you do with your pitching is the really big issue because like Jose and Derek aren't exactly like compatible. So you're hiding one of them at TB. Yeah, I guess. I guess that's the plan. You put him at third base. I think Jibbo did that once and it worked out pretty well for him. But yeah. I think your biggest issue, dude, is you're just not gonna have enough offense. I think you're gonna be kind of sad unless you're at like a really groundy spot. Orange Iguanas, Tin Can Alley. Never mind. Tin Can Alley, you're fine. Just take grounders. Forget I said anything. That's really funny. All right. SB did not draft the team, I don't think. Marilyn McDonald, Davey, Faye, Alex, Jorge, Uma, Petra, Kenny, Dominique. He picked his last two players. Kind of shows. Whoever decided to give SB Uma Morris is a fucking dumbass. He's not gonna know how to play with Uma. Like, what? What are we doing, dude? He needs high contact. What are you doing saddling him with Aegon and Uma? Like, this is not an SB team, dude. SB is gonna be so pissed by this team. SB might quit this year, dude. Does SB even have an SB team? Yeah, he does. You know what it is? Fucking fast players that hit grounders. Like, if you give him, I know he doesn't. He needs to. It's the only way he can play. I've watched him play enough to know if SB ever had a fast team, he might win more than 2 games. But nobody's ever going to do that for him. So everybody go fuck yourselves. He's not here, is he? Okay, good. He also, never mind. He's going to watch this. All right, anyways. This is what happens when I have a beer. You can't let me do that, dude. All right. PT, Lindsay Felgate, Mikey Thomas, Stuart Sullivan, Frank Thomas, Thorner, Ronnie Dobbs, Jacinda Smith, Billie Jean Blackwood. Why did my guy pick all of the people you shouldn't pick as a rookie way too early? And what is Jordan Thorner doing on this team? Like, what? What? Who let this rookie cook? Who let this rookie in the kitchen? Somebody tell me. Never let him cook. Coach Mike. Of course, it's another fucking Mike. Toronto Blue Jays, Playground Commons. Fuck my life, dude. Jesus. The ironic part is this isn't even that good of a fucking playground team either. It's like, what? How did Jordan Thorner get on this team, dude? What the fuck? Why does he have both Jacinda and Billie Jean Blackwood? They do the same thing. They do the exact same thing, dude. What are we doing? Like, why? Why any of this? Stuart Sullivan could hit 833 and you're still like going nowhere. I hate this team. I think this is my new least favorite team of today. That's so bad. That's such a bad team. I hate it. Lofton, Lesko, Zoe Mallory. Okay. Molly May. Molly May 135? 135? Fucking A. Omar Stefano 166. Arlene per what? WS? Is this Visit Alt? What is this? Whiff spree? I didn't even see you in the fucking server. What do you mean? Dirt Yards? This is a Dirt Yards team? This is a Dirt Yards team. Oh, damn. It's not actually a Dirt Yards team. I lied, but still. Did you see the waivers? Fuck no. I think I've been paying attention to O2. You're on crack. You're on some of that good old crack cocaine. You think I've been paying attention to O2? My like un momento por favor, it was literally like me not knowing a shit of what's going on and having to like look at the sheet. There's a sub for JL. I don't even know what that means. JL's Jayland. Talking about. I like how you edited that from he'll score 10 runs to it'll be fine because you knew damn well SB's never scoring 10 runs. Also, yeah, he's gonna have one game where he hits 2 home runs. With Uma, yeah, you're not wrong. And the worst part is it's gonna be like fucking game 2, and then he's gonna be like, "Holy shit, I love Uma," and then he didn't want his team. He's gonna let someone else drive it. Yeah, I've been trying to tell him like his drafts have never been the issue. SP's drafting like hasn't been the question, but whatever. Which me, the jail. I don't know what jail means. So he's half rookie.
It's the junior league of
I
the
don't know what he did.
BPOL. It's kind of like
But
the 02 and the 01 league this season.
anyway, all right, WW. Wow, I exist. Humongous Hornets. Steel Stadium. Steel Stadium. And he has Maria, Jose Canseco. Maria at 17? Maria at 17? Are you fucking kidding me? Jose, Tony, Elisa Blakely, Parker Collin, Maple Leafs, Tony Gwynn, Gail Wyndon, Ricky O'Connor. Is a she? We have a she on the server? That's cool. Good for them. Appreciate it. I try not to go fucking crazy, dude. What the fuck is this shit? Good thing they're not in here. Outside of Maple, the team's not actually that bad. And they picked Maple at 124. Like, honestly, it's a decent team. Just gonna say, decent team. Yeah, defense is good. Offense is fine. They'll win some games. I'm happy for him. And then this team, the YZ team, the half baked, half cooked, half what the fuck are we doing here? Barry Bonds, Kathy Wolf, Randy Johnson. His first 3 picks are defense, and then he left. And then the idiot mods were like, "Hey, you should pick this guy some offense. Here, have some offensive players." And it's like, my guys, you fucking wanted a defensive team. What are you picking him Rachel LaBuena for? Watch, somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, he picked Rachel LaBuena," and I'm gonna be like, "Oh shit, never mind." I don't know. Why is Maya Woodruff on this team? He's Kathy Wolf. Like, pick him outfielders. It's redundant. Redundancy. Isabel Morelli, Karen Donato, Aaron Harris. I'll play outfield. I'll play outfield. It's fine. Rander Voek, because they were like, oh shit, we didn't draft him a catcher. Fuck, guys, we suck. We should have drafted him a catcher eons ago. Maybe when we drafted him Maya Woodruff, we should have gotten him a catcher instead of a position he already fucking had. He always drafts shit teams in BBL. Well, let me tell you, man, he nearly drafted one here too, but instead it was a collaborative effort to draft a whatever team. Frankly, offensively, this team's actually pretty decent, but like defensively, uh, why is Maya Woodruff on this team? You know, it's just like we have Kathy, we have Barry, we had the left side of the infield locked down, and then we were like, hey, you know, it'd be cool, Maya Woodruff. Someone fucking tell me who drafted Maya Woodruff. I swear to God, if this is an auto draft, I'm gonna be pissed because this makes no goddamn sense. And it should have been, hang on, 93. Here are you, Frank Thomas? No. 86. Dante Robinson. A Dante Robinson clone would have made more sense. He drafted Rachel by himself. Fucking goddamn it. I'm done. Goodbye.